This is me after playing Minecraft for 1 hour. And this is me after playing for 12 hours. What will I look like after 24 hours? Well, today, we're gonna find out. Because I'm gonna play Minecraft non-stop for 24 hours straight. And I will post the full uncut version tomorrow on my second channel to prove that I actually did it. This was the hardest challenge I've ever done and took all my mental strength to get through it. So please just subscribe. I don't care if you never watch another video again. I just really want to hit 4 million subscribers. The time is 14:44. I've started a timer. And so the challenge can begin. I hope I don't regret this. All right, first things first, keep it normal. Get a tree. I'm not even sure if I've stayed awake for 24 hours straight. Never mind played games for that long. But I'm sure all of the 100-day stuff I've done will be good training. I don't have too many specific goals other than to beat all of the bosses. And I might also have time to get every single advancement. Sorry about this, Mr. Cow. But food will be very, very important. And is that a village in the distance? Perfect. Means I can grab a bed. I'll take an extra crafting table as well. And food will not be a problem. I can become a vegan now. Any cows out there are now safe. I would craft a hoe, but I can't really see any stone nearby enough for that. Right, never mind. I was lying. There's literally some in the village. There we go. With that, it is now way, way faster. Golem can also be on the menu. If you can get over here, that is. Why have you not been coming after me? Oh, there we go. Now he's seen me. But yeah, he's going to be on the menu so that I can get some iron to make an even better pickaxe. Tell you what, this village is so good. It might just get me all the food I need for the entire 24 hours. I'm also going to chuck away things that I don't need. Is that another village up ahead? No, I don't think it is. But finding a desert pyramid out here, I think would be perfect. Oh, look at this. A massive cave. And it's a lush one too. Better craft up my bread. And it's a mangrove swamp. There's the pyramid. Already, I have to say, this is a very, very epic seed. I think I will grab the TNT as well. You never know, could come in handy. Especially when I want to get netherite later on. And everything else is kind of not useful to me. Yeah, I mean, okay, the emerald and gold is. And I'm thinking gunpowder for firework rockets later on. Now, since wood is going to be pretty important, and I don't want to go caving unless I have loads of it, I am going to mine up quite a bit of this forest. Although in doing this, I've started to realize just how annoying it is to mine up these trees, because all of the wood that you want is not at the bottom. You have to build your way up to get to it. At this point, I've got 46. I think that's going to be enough. And there's another village here that I didn't even notice. So it is also going to be ransacked. Okay, first sign of trouble. In fact, there's mobs everywhere down there. Anyway, now I'm going to go into a place that probably is a bit more dangerous, into the cave, and hopefully collect up all the iron that I need. Plus, it also has a mine shaft next to it, which is absolutely perfect. It does make finding ore... Oh, okay, careful. It does make finding ores much, much easier. Although, despite that, I'm still going down in search of diamonds. Well, I will if I can anyway. The cave might not go quite that low. Look at that, found diamonds, fantastic. Now, I've just got to make sure that I that I don't drown. In fact, as a safety precaution, I'm going to go ahead and make some doors. Now, things are much better. First thing I'm making is a diamond pick, which means all these other ones can be thrown away. A couple more diamonds here. And I think I've explored everything, so I'm going to dig straight down. Okay, that was a little risky. Thankfully, I landed in the water. It could have gone wrong, that. I reckon sooner rather than later, I get busy smelting iron so that then I can make a shield and also a water bucket. Apparently underwater is hands down the best place to find diamonds, and it's exposed a cave below. So once this iron is smelted, and once I've grabbed these extra diamonds that I just found, down to this bit of the cave here is where I am next going. Pick up a couple more of these. I might just be able to make a chest plate. No, not quite. But with the diamond down here, well, now I definitely can. And it really is a great cave. I'm just going to grab as many resources from down here as I can. Hopefully full diamond armor can soon be achieved. I've done a bit of strip mining. Maybe, just maybe, if there's another diamond round, which there is, maybe I'd have enough for the full armor, but I wouldn't. I just need one more and I can make a helmet. There we go. That's perfect. We're going to have more than we need, actually. Meaning I can make full diamond tools as well. And on that note, I think I'm ready to get out of here. It's great to be back at the surface, and I'm going to head back to that original village because I have a plan. As time moves on and I get more and more tired, I'll become more and more likely to make mistakes. So I'm going to trade with a librarian to get protection 4, then I can be as OP as possible, as fast as possible. And I'm also going to sell a bunch of wheat to this guy so that I can actually afford the trades. And there we go. I've got it. I've got the trade, prop 4. I'm going to sell him some paper just to lock it in. And now I need to go out there and get 50 emeralds. Here's a load more wheat for you, which should help the cause. And then it's Operation Chop Down 70 million trees. Destroyed quite a big part of the forest. Got so much wood, which can now be traded to these Fletchers. And in the meantime, I'm also going to attempt to get mending. I can't say no to infinity for just 7 emeralds. Way too good of an offer to refuse. There we go. Mending for 28 emeralds. Now I just need Unbreaking 3. I've been trying for ages and just got Unbreaking 2. I'm settling for that. Otherwise, I'm going to end up spending the whole 24 hours with that villager. I have run out of books, so I'm just collecting a little bit of leather. And I can buy them both and combine on an anvil. And to purchase everything that I need, I still need quite a lot more emeralds. So the forest is once again being destroyed. It's taken ages, but I've almost got every single one of the books that I need. Just need to buy one more mending book, but to get that, I've got to wait for him to restock. So whilst I wait for that, I'm going to go to this lava lake that I spotted earlier and collect up a bunch of obsidian. And there we go. That's 20 pieces, which is more than enough. And it looks like these guys have restocked and are ready to trade. Final mending book obtained and a few extra emeralds traded. My anvil did break, so I can't combine every single one of these books until I go mining to get a load more iron. Already found some, and I'm sure I can find plenty more. And we've also just gone past the 3-hour mark, and I'm still feeling pretty good. I do 3-hour Minecraft sessions all the time with 100 days every week. Although my neck is aching ever so slightly, so maybe that's the first signs of what's to come. What the heck? And a creeper that scared the living daylights out of me. Job done getting all the iron. Now it can be smelted, a new anvil crafted, and everything can be combined. Although to actually put it on my armor, I'm going to need way more levels, so I can sort that once I'm in the nether. I think the perfect place to build a nether portal is going to be right here in the village. So it's time to head through and see what I can find. And the first thing I'm presented with... loads and loads of ghasts. Definitely not the kind of welcome I was wanting to receive. But at least there's loads of quartz here for loads and loads of XP. That's prop 4 chest plate sorted. And I am having a little bit of trouble with piglins. Apparently all of them want to get me. So making myself a gold helmet is also a priority. Prop 4 leggings also sorted. As well as the boots and helmet. You know, as good as the overworld was, this is pretty much the worst nether ever. There just seems to be lava lakes everywhere. Even so, I've managed to spot a fortress. Just have to make a long and terrifying bridge all the way to it. Of course I didn't have enough blocks. Thankfully I've got wood. I'm just going to bridge with that. And here we are. In a terrible fortress. Terrible fortress with plenty of blaze. They're going to be the priority. Haven't got fire resistance because I unfortunately have not yet found a bastion. But with prop 4 armor and a shield, I should be absolutely fine. Accidentally punched one of those guys. Now they're all angry at me. Not my best ever move. Mainly because now they're just going to be coming at me from everywhere. I can hear them getting angry. I just can't see them. Not to worry though, because I've got more than enough blaze rods. And they're not actually angry at me anymore. So I'm just going to push them off. See you later. Now I wouldn't mind exploring this inside part of the fortress. Just to see if I can find anything like diamonds in a chest. Well, I found gold, so that's pretty cool. But sadly, after quite a bit of searching, no diamonds as well. Could be wrong, but I do think it's 2 fortresses here rather than 1, which is why it's so glitched. As we said, it would be very cool if that is actually the case. But anyway, I'm now out in search of 2 things. Either a warped forest, because I need pearls from an Enderman, or a bastion to barter with piglins. Aha! And it looks like a treasure one, which is both the best bastion and, sadly, also the most dangerous. Although I have got full prop 4 diamond armor, so I should probably be okay. Well, as long as I don't do anything stupid, I will be anyway. Oh my goodness, already I've got some pearls trade as well. Perfect. That is most certainly an excellent start. Netherite scrap, nice, and ancient debris. Infinity is going on a bow now. As further down the line, it's going to be very, very useful. I'm going to set these 2 off at bartering all of that, and hopefully I get a few more pearls from it. I accidentally let them escape, but they have traded everything that I need. I'm just going to try and get that fire resistant bottle. So I've got an extra one. I think it's better than the other one splashed yet. So I think 3 is enough. I am also going to smelt this little bit of ancient debris so that it takes up 1 less slot in my inventory. And then it's time for the fun part where I go down there to try and get the treasure. Fire resistance is going to be pretty crucial. I think my best method is just to gradually make my way down rather than using a bow. And basically, if everything goes wrong, I can just jump in the lava to save myself. Magma cubes are usually the worst bit about this whole thing because they're immune to lava, so getting rid of the spawn is big. All of the piglins will hate me as well because I'm going to be mining up gold. Let's get rid of you. See what's in the chest. More ancient debris, 2 of them. Nice. And then I'm also going to attempt to take every single piece of gold. This is where they all get angry at me and just end up jumping in the lava trying to get down. Job well done. It's actually been a bit easier than I expected. I'll get rid of you as well, that's it. Oh, okay. Don't just hit me in the lava like this, Piglet. I thought we were friends. Suppose I should have known better, though. That's it. In you go, both of you. I'm sorry, but you brought that upon yourself. And after that successful mission, I'm going to build a portal and get out of here. Got a bit of subspace bubble, that's always nice. And 4 hours in, I still feel completely fine, but I do also feel slightly scared that I'm still not even a quarter of the way through. According to my calculations, the stronghold is somewhere around here. Yeah, I've got it. While searching, I have sadly had 2 of my eyes break, so I only have 11 eyes of ender. And before I dig down there, I'm just gonna grab this ruin portal. Nothing super useful, but with a gold pickaxe, I can dig down a little bit faster, which is always nice. Mission accomplished, I'm in. I calculated that perfectly, didn't I? And now, not only am I wanting to find the portal room, I wouldn't mind another ender pearl, that's unlikely. But I'd also... Oh, nice, we got one. But yeah, I'd also like to try and find the bookcase room. 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds, fantastic. And I've found the bookcase room. Useful for mainly one thing. Yes, books. This is the place to get lots and lots of books. And now I have successfully found the portal room. With 2 eyes already in it, that's pretty good. I don't think I need anything else. So, I'm heading on through. I don't fancy bridging across the void, so I am going to ender pearl onto the main island. And it's time to take the infinity bow and take on the dragon. Mainly just got to be careful I don't look into any enderman's eyes. That's really the main thing that goes wrong here. I believe I've got rid of every single tower. I must have hit that one without realizing because it is now no longer healing from it, which is good. Although, of course, I've got an enderman angry at me. So now I can continue and hopefully finish the job. This infinity bow was definitely worth it. And here it comes to perch again. I won't quite be able to finish it, but I can certainly make it much more weaker. His health is now very, very low. It may not even get the chance to fully perch. Come on, yes, we got it. Ender dragon defeated. I'm just going to grab a small amount of the levels and then set this up so I can hopefully get a looting 3 sword. Fire aspect 2, that's a good start, you know. And looting 2, you know what, I'll take that. Also nice upgrades on the axe and also the shovel. The only other thing I really want to make improvements on is my bow, so I have got a second one that I brought. I'll go with flame. Yeah, that's good enough. And even though this is basically broken, do I get one anyway? Oh, that was pretty rubbish. But my second attempt was a bit better. I decided to go until I got Silk Touch because that's probably going to be more useful for me right now. Since with that, I can craft and use ender chests and pick it up afterwards when I need to. Now it's time to grab all the rest of the XP up to a good solid 52 levels. And then I'll get a few more ender pearls and head through this... Oh, I nearly messed it up. I was going to say, head through this gateway in search of Elytra. Just coming up to the 5 hours mark, and my legs are starting to get a little bit achy. And I feel like I've spent ages searching for an end city and I can't seem to find one. So whilst I continue this search, I'm going to stand up for a bit. I'm going to play stood up. Just feels good to, you know, stretch the legs, you know, get a bit of movement going. Although I'll make sure to sit down for any ender pearl throws like this because I don't want to do anything stupid. And finally, at the very least, I have spotted one. Doesn't look like one with an elytra, annoyingly, and I'm going to need quite a lot of blocks to get across. The trick to traversing the end is to turn it into endstone bricks and then you can turn it into slabs. Just means that your blocks last twice as long. I don't really know what I want to find here, except shulker shells are going to be very handy. And of course, a new pickaxe would be nice as well. This is always the place to worry, isn't it? Where you're just being peppered by shulkers from all angles. But I've just about made it up in one piece. And there was a pickaxe here. Okay, that's good enough because it means I can repair that one if I want. And now from the top of here, the search continues for those elytra. And I reckon boating off is probably the safest way down. Finally, another end city. This has to be the most barren outer islands I've ever explored, and it looks like it still doesn't have an elytra. In fact, it looks terrible. I don't even think it's one with any chests. What a waste of time that is. I'm not even gonna go and explore it. Finally, there's an end ship up ahead. My goodness, I've been searching this for ages. And of course, when it rains, it pours. There's another one over there. Are you kidding me? Nothing for an hour and a half and then 2. Seems that this one over here is the easiest one to get to, so that's what I'm starting with. And my priority is to get the elytra, so I'm not going to loot the rest of it until I've done that. Now, do I risk it? Do I try and float across? I don't see why not. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I'm not even going to fall in the void, so I'm sure it'll be fine. And it also looks like I've easily made it, so yeah, that's great news. Now I just got to get rid of you, and I can get the elytra. And even better than just getting the elytra, I can also put unbreaking and mending on them, so I don't even have to worry about them, you know, anything going wrong. And next I can focus on getting lots and lots of good loot. Although this does seem to be an end city with not very many chests. Just these two up here, from what I can tell. So it's a good job that there's another end city just over here. And of course, there's a third one there, yeah. Why are they just suddenly all coming into view? It would have been great to have one of these an hour ago. By the looks of things, there's going to be a couple of chests here and a couple of ender chests. Basically, if it's a 3-stacker, then you know you've got a chest. And if it's a 2-stacker like that, there's nothing in it. So I shall mine up the ender chest. And feather falling boots, that's fantastic. I did feel like fall damage was the only thing that could cause any problem to me. But once I've applied feather falling, there should be no trouble at all. It's a shame that I've still not found an efficiency diamond pickaxe. But of course, with elytra, finding end cities is now going to be way, way quicker. As to be said, the elytra must be the most OP thing in Minecraft. Like, they've literally made a really, really annoying task so easy. And I've got an efficiency 3 pickaxe. Good stuff. Probably also a smart time to make a couple of shulker boxes to add in all the extra stuff. And 6 hours in, you're probably wondering, how am I feeling? You know, am I struggling? Is it becoming difficult? And I'll be honest with you guys, I feel fine. I actually feel really good. I think I feel better now than I did after 2 hours. Although I don't know if that's because I've just spent ages getting the elytra and I've finally got him and I'm super upbuilt by that. Although I am also worried that I've only done a quarter of it. It's 9:30 nearly. So I've got an entire night to get through. Without a doubt, the worst is still yet to come. I'll tell you what, when you're finding souls like that, maybe the best is still ahead. There we've got the world's smallest density, and there we've got the world's biggest. Finally found a good efficiency pickaxe, which I'm going to combine with this one, just so that it doesn't break. There's an end gateway. And before I head back, I'm just going to use this a little bit to see if I can get anything decent. Depth Strider was one of the things I wanted, and I've run out of levels, so I'm going to combine what I can, which apparently is not very much. Then I'll grab the egg and head on through. A bunch of XP went through the portal, which is always nice. gets me up, or gets me really up, enough to finish the job on these boots. I would also like to add this, but it's 28 levels. But once I successfully do that, other than Thorns 3, I will have maxed out the boots. And I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure that this area here is in the spawn chunks. So it would make sense for you to make an iron farm, because it'll probably just come in handy later. Especially if I want something like a full beacon. There'll need to be beds along here. I've built this iron farm a few times. It's a very simple and clever design by ENX04. I'm using beds to lure the necessary villagers across. And then when I break the bed, they fall straight down. Then I'll lure one of them down there. An iron golem farm is kind of complete. I just need to make a few adjustments to the terrain so that when the golems spawn in, it's exactly where I want them to. The only thing I'm missing for the build to be finished is a bit of lava. And since I'm in a desert, finding it isn't that hard. There we go. And there we go. Iron Golem Farm is complete. Just gotta get rid of these original guys that are ruining the raids. Well, it looks like it's working as it should to me. So that's a job well done. And now the next thing I want to get is a totem. The easiest way to do that will be to complete a raid, but to do a raid, I need to find a pillager outpost. And all of a sudden, that's not quite so easy. So I'm grabbing my spare paper from here, and also the gunpowder I have too, so that I have plenty of resources to make plenty of firework rockets to fly across the land and hopefully, yeah, find this outpost. And I will also keep my eye out for desert pyramids because they'll have gunpowder. Also, very useful. Aha! One has been spotted. And look at that, there's another one over there. Fantastic. These are usually the kind of places where you get blown up by a creeper and die because they come down and do it. So I'm just going to block it up for safety. Then grab the TNT. And then hopefully get loads of gunpowder. Although in reality, it's not been the best. I suppose it's not been the worst either. 19 is pretty good. Especially when you consider there's another one just over there. And another one there. Okay, this is an amazing desert all of a sudden. It's like the End Cities thing all over again. Don't find one for ages and then just can't stop finding them. And that really has boosted my gunpowder totals. So I don't think I'll have to worry about firework rockets anymore. And whilst I fly over the world searching for this pillager outpost, I'm pretty hungry. I've been at this for 7 hours now, and I think I deserve some food whilst I wait, which is good because I had a McDonald's delivered earlier. So I'll just fly up really high, get into a good position. Whilst I'm soaring across the world, I can go and quickly get it. My goodness, my legs are starting to get stiff, but here it is. I hope I didn't fly over an outpost whilst I was gone. Look at that, I've got my Big Mac, and the beauty of this is I can fly over the world with one hand and eat with the other one. And if you want to watch me eat a Big Mac, then you'll have to watch the full uncut 24-hour version. I ain't putting it here. I found an outpost, guys. I ain't even had a chance to finish my burger, and I've got one. Okay, fantastic. I'll just fly around and see if I can spot the nearest village, which is just over there, not far at all. And I'll finish my burger, get to sleep, take out a villager captain, and I would begin the raid if I knew where on earth they were. I can't find them anywhere. They're not very good at attacking a village, are they, if you can't even see them? I'm gonna go back, take out a new captain, and then find another village to terrorize. And whilst I look, I've got some cold McDonald's fries that I can eat. That's to be said, I wasn't expecting to find two more pillager outposts before I even found a village. I thought those things were meant to be rare. Anyway, we can do raid number 2. And I'm much more confident this time that I'll be able to track them down. Stop right there, raiders. Leave the poor villager alone. You get inside where it's safe, buddy. And if I was going to die at any point, this is probably the time where I'm most likely to. Raids are pretty dangerous things, especially when I have a rubbish sword with no sharpness on it. Look at that. The golem's doing the hard work for me. I won't forget your bravery, golem. You deserve to be repaired. And here we have the Ravager wave successfully defeated. And I've got here at the village. I guess that's because I was in easy difficulty. Although I did not do a raid just to get a Hero of the Village effect. Oh no, we're gonna have to go again. And this time I'll have to be much more careful because I'm changing the difficulty to hard. Alright, Golem, you did well before, but things are gonna be a little bit more daunting this time. So we're all gonna have to step up and do our best. I'm glad I'm doing this now before I'm really, really tired. I still feel fairly awake. Oh my goodness, I just watched a murder. But yeah, otherwise I feel like I'd be going the same way and dying because raids are very hard in hard mode, regardless of whether you have prop 4 armor. Oh no. Oh no, what on earth is going on here? Who put a lava build? Why would you build a house next to a lava lake? Who is the... I don't know. You know what? You deserve that. I think this infinity bow is the key to success. You know, if you keep distance between them, they can't really hurt you. Dealt with this wave pretty easily. And if I do things like this, it should be the same with the third one. Indeed it was. Wave number 4 is done. This baby villager's been running around the whole time. Why don't you just go in a house? You know what? You should be safe in there. And this is the first one with the Vexes. Okay, I've got rid of him. Nice, I can get a totem. Just gotta grab it. And when I equip it, yeah, I should be way safer now. Even if there are 70 million pillagers chasing me. Always feel safer when I've got my totem. And I should have 4 by the end of this. Just realised that my health is kind of low. I get rid of you. Then I'll eat up, trying to avoid Vexes. I have got a golden apple if I need it, so there's no need to panic. For now, I'm still in a pretty strong position. Well, I was until I got point blank poisoned. That's awful. The only good thing is, if I do have to use a totem, it will remove the poison. But whilst I wait for that, I'm going to quickly quickly get some sleep. But at the very least, I would if these stupid Vexes would leave me alone. Oh, it's not the Vexes. If you take damage in bed, you wake up. That's why. But it looks like I'm doing this raid through the night. And my goodness, they're everywhere. They're surrounding me. I'm just going to keep bow spamming and hope for the best. Aha, they can't get me up here. Just a shame that the Vexes can. Sure, no one will notice if I just quickly go to sleep. Well, apparently no one did except for that guy. And I've got 2 evokers together. Well, that's good and bad, I suppose. Oh my god. Have they got fire aspect? That's not fair. Whoa. These Vexes are stepping their game up. And I've run out of steak. That's not good. Fortunately, I have got plenty of gaffle still. And there's only 1 raider left. So I think I'm going to manage okay. Another victory. Excelente. And I'll set the difficulty back to easy because the later it gets, the easier I need Minecraft to be. I've got my totems, which is the main thing I was bothered about. And I'm now going to take my fire aspect looting 2 sword to get rid of a load of pigs because I need a load of extra food. Oh, not this guy. I don't want to make you an orphan. No, I'll leave you behind. It's great to be back up to a stack of food so quickly. And I am now just flying my way back to my villager home. Look at this. On my way back, I've found a monument. Yes, it's risky, I know, but I just can't decline this chance. Even if I am kind of likely to drown. I was about to say the best thing is I haven't got mining fatigue yet, and then I've just got it. So that's that out the window. So because of that, I'll have to explore the place normally to try and find the other 2. And in an ender chest, in a shulker box, I do have a respiration helmet, which will be way better for this, but I wouldn't be able to mine it up because of the mining fatigue. So sadly, that idea isn't really an option. Finally, tracked the second one down and defeated it, which means I've just got to swim all the way around the outside to get to the final one. There it is, and there it goes. Just gonna wait for 1 minute 12 of mining fatigue to go, and then I can grab all of the gold. Well, that's another Minecraft task checked off the list. And just in case I do decide to go for every advancement, I'm gonna visit this mushroom biome. Then it is checked off the list. Although there is also the advancement to breed every animal, so I probably should do that as well. And the easiest way to do that will be to head to a village, grab a little bit of wheat, and then realize that I've got completely lost. I've no idea where that mushroom island is. So getting the wheat kind of turned out to be a waste of time. Also turns out there's a few outposts that are really near spawn, so I didn't need to go that far. And would you believe it, I'm coming up to 8 hours that I've been doing this challenge. I still think this is going very well. My lower back is starting to get a little bit sore. I'm going to have to stand up for a bit. And I'm definitely not tired, even though it's after 11 PM. So that's good news. I'm also apparently an idiot and can't line hoppers up correctly. Yeah, actually placing the chest so that the hoppers go into it would have been a bit smarter. Thankfully, I hadn't maxed out the storage, so there was nothing wasted anyway. And it also tells me that the iron golem farm is working well. I do have here 5 netherite scrap. I might as well use it to get a netherite ingot. And then I'll grab a log, make a smithing table, and get my first bit of netherite armor. I want a full set by the end of the video, and I reckon I shouldn't have too much trouble doing it. And you know what else I want? I want a full beacon, which is why that iron farm is going to come in very handy later on down the line. However, to get a beacon, I'm going to need a wither, and to get a wither, I'm going to need looting 3, not looting 2. So right now, my main goal is to grab a book and a bookcase, make a lectern, and then do this with a villager until he either gives me looting 2 or looting 3. And I get a discount because I've got Hero of the Village. Oh, this is perfect. Well, I suppose it will be perfect if I can get the trade before Hero of the Village runs out in 4 minutes. And I'm also going to stand up while I do this, just to give myself a little bit of a stretch. Oh, sorry, I just punched him in the face. I've got it. Looting 2. Smacking him in the face with an axe really did not help the prices. But anyway, it's not the end of the world, and I got what I needed to get. Guys, I've just realized my chair does this, and I can just lean back. Oh, yes, this is how I'm going to get through the 24-hour challenge. Although in reality, if I stay lean back like that, I'll probably fall asleep, so I better not do it. Now, in order to get a sharpness 5, looting 3 sword, I need 22 levels. So I'll gather up my belongings and head to the best place that I know to gain levels, which is the Nether. And it's good because my elytra need repairing as well, which the quartz will definitely provide. I'm sorry, Enderman. There's 4 of you on there. I just have I've got to do this, all right? I'm sorry, guys, but I've just got to spleef you in. 2 of them got out of the way, but you guys won't be so lucky. All right, now they're angry at me. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. It was a practical joke. You can tell I've been playing Minecraft for too long when I find it amusing just to spleef Enderman. On a more positive note, this is a pretty good fortress for getting witherheads, which I will soon need to do. My elytra is now also finally fully repaired, so I can properly start gaining other levels. And hopefully be at 22 before you know it. Mission accomplished. So I'll get them put together, and doesn't that sword look great? And it's another 13 levels if I want mending on it, which I will want eventually, but for now, it's not too important. If I go in here, do I get hot tourist destinations? Indeed I do. Well, I suppose that means if I do start going for all advancements, I'm on good progress for it. Okay, I got the first one. I didn't even realize it was there. Kind of saw it, yeah. Nice one. Okay, just 2 more to go. There we go. A second. Oh my goodness, I'm getting such good odds. Maybe taking out 8 or 9. Barely any, really. This guy gonna go in the lava fight him. Okay. Oh. Wait, I've just got the 3rd one. What the heck? I've never had RNG like that. You can watch the full 24-hour VOD if you want proof and everything. That I literally have... barely any I've taken out. 16. I took out 16 and got 3. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. There's no point hanging around here much longer, although I could just put those swords together now. Now that I have plenty more levels. And now you're probably wondering, am I going to battle the Nether? And the answer is no, not just yet. I'd first like to add Aqua Affinity to my helmet, but whilst I'm at it, I might as well add Respiration 3 as well. Something I hope this villager will give me in not very much time. And I've got it. Didn't take too long. Exactly 30 emeralds is what it takes, and exactly 30 emeralds is what I need. That's perfect. And it's dark. Okay, yeah, you can come out now, mate. You've done what you need to do. Now then, can I afford this? Oh, I'm 1 level short. Are you kidding me? Not to worry, though, because I know just the place to get the XP I need. A good old reliable Nether. Also, on these challenges, always make sure to drink lots of water. Just realised I don't actually need that helmet because I have the Aqua Affinity book, so I just have to put these together, which is way, way cheaper. And then just 16 levels required to put that on that. There we go. Still want 28 levels to put these together. And then I think I'll probably be done with any upgrades to my armor. The only ones I'm missing are Swift Sneak and then Thorns 3 on all of them. Swift Sneak I'll definitely get when I go to an ancient city. And Thorns is one I might worry about later, but it's probably going to be a very expensive one to add to everything, so I'm not going to concentrate on it too much. That's all the levels I need, and that is me done with this. I'm ready for the next challenge, which is to first get that achievement, and then to spawn in and take on the Wither. I should also get my bow if I want to do that. It might come in handy. All right, Wither, bring it on. I've worked out you just do 1 arrow run, 1 arrow run, and keep moving. Is that a Wither rose? Already we seem to... I think a pig fell prey to it. That's not good. Okay, I should probably put my chest plate on as well, rather than my elytra. That could cause trouble later on. Slow and steady, I'm getting self down. You know what? I'm speeding things up. I'm just going to take the hits and go for it. Okay, that's it. Oh, it's causing me no trouble at all, actually. Just realised that I'm on easy mode, so yeah, things should be easy. Although now I'm on fire. That's... Oh, now it might be on easy mode. SP, get out of there. What the heck? I might be on easy mode, but that doesn't mean it is easy. I should eat. That should be my first priority. Seems to be stuck in the tree. Don't know how. Okay, now we get back in there. That's it. With the sharpness 5 sword, you, my friend, do not stand a chance. And with a defeat. Wait. How did it blow the Nether Star up? No way. I defeated it and dropped the Nether Star up, but blew it up with its own head. I have never known that to be the case before. What a scam. And you know what that means. Despite me now being 9 hours into the challenge, I'm going to have to get all the resources to spawn the Wither in again. And I'm still feeling good, by the way. 9 hours in, as I said, still not got any trouble, really. I've tried to stand up every hour or so, just more for future-proofing it. Not that I've needed to in the moment, but just in case later on I could feel a bit stiff and stuff. So to avoid that, that's why I've just been standing up every now and again. And for the 100 days videos, I regularly do 9 or 10 hour sessions. So yeah, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I am managing absolutely fine. I've got used to this setup. It's a different setup to the one I usually use. I've got 2 offices now, would you believe? My usual one at home and then one in a dedicated office. Did I get anything there? No, I didn't. And yeah, right now I'm in the dedicated office with a very cool background. And before it was 16 Wither skellies to get the 3 heads. Somehow, I don't think this second time is going to go quite as well. Oh, okay, we got one. It's definitely taken me a lot longer second time round compared to before. Apparently, I've run out of firework rockets. That's kind of problematic, because I'm all the way down here and the fortress is all the way up there. I'm sure I'll just about manage without them, but it's going to be more annoying. Okay, another one, perfect. It's not stopping me. Over 9 hours of Minecraft, and I can still speed bridge like it's nothing. I got it. I didn't even realise that. I just got it then. So now I'll have to manually walk back since firework rockets are out of the question. Convenient though, it's not a problem because I have these very, very nice boots. Although then this bit is a bit more inconvenient because I have to get all the way up there. Thankfully, speed bridge staircase is an option. Here we are. Made it to the top. And my number 1 priority before I battle the Wither is to go out there. I've got 2 sugarcane, but to go out there and get more than just 2. Gunpowder's not really an issue because I've got a lot of that. I can't believe I haven't got any left. I had loads of firework rockets at one point, but I guess all the time is just blurring into one. Good thing there's loads of sugarcane knocking about around here. Apparently deserts are just a place where there's the most sugarcane. All over the coast. Look at them. They're just absolutely everywhere. I'm definitely going to make sure that I will not be running out of paper again anytime soon. It's a thunderstorm. You know what? If I had a trident, I could do the old throwaway joke achievement. But I have not even thought about getting a trident, so I can't do that. I didn't even realise I got this much. I've got 4 stacks. Yeah, something tells me that paper is not going to be a problem anymore. Alright, Wither time, take 2. Hopefully this time, nothing goes wrong. Got it down to half health, nice and easy. And the sword is doing a good job. Now get this time, get the star. Okay, we got it. Thank goodness for that. Now I can actually focus on other things, like making a beacon. How much much iron have I got? Probably not quite, no, nowhere near enough for a full beacon, but things are moving along at a pretty good pace. I know for a fact before the 24 hours are up, that will definitely get me all the iron that I need. And I can, at the very least, make a start on building up the beacon. And it really is only a start. Probably need at least another stack to finish it. But once it's done, it will definitely be worth it. I should also probably spend time chopping down more trees, since I could really do with mending on my axe. And I've got a packet of Haribos here. And once I get to 10 hours, I'll allow myself to have some, but not before then. Nothing like a bit of sugar as sustenance for the night. All this wood should definitely be enough. In fact, I've got so much, I'm probably not even going to have space for the sticks when I try to craft them. There you go, good sir. There's also some for you, and also for you. And I would buy the mending book if I actually had a book on me to trade to him. Apparently, that's something that needs grabbing out the ender chest. That's perfect for the axe. My glass is also done, so I can make a beacon. These fellas have now restocked, and the XP will also slightly repair my axe. I thought it'd be better than what it actually is, to be honest. It's quite a slow repair. Although, not to worry, because I've got all the emeralds I need, and both these 2 extra mending books can go on both of my pickaxes. And now what's next on the agenda? Well, it's got to be netherite. Full netherite armor, and then in my sleep-deprived state in the middle of the night, I'll go to the ancient city and try and not die to the warden. I think I have a fire res in my ender chest, which is probably useful. Do I have 2? Yeah, I have 2. They're coming out, because apparently getting to netherite level is a bit of a nightmare. Shall I just drink it? Yeah, let's just drink, and then jump on down, and from there I can dig a little tunnel, mine along, and lace it with TNT that is very, very nicely spread out. That's every bit used up. I'll grab my bow because I know I'm going to end up having to relight quite a few of them because it's not going to keep a good chain. And then I can set it off and see if I find anything. Although having said that, you know what? The chain isn't too bad. I'm always happy to be proved wrong in these circumstances. And with that TNT, I found a grand total of 0 ancient debris. Amazing. So instead, it looks like I'm just going to have to do the old reliable strip mine. And look at the timer. I'm 10 hours in. It's around 1 a.m. Things are going well. I'm still in good spirits, actually. I'm not even halfway yet. Just found ancient debris, though. Things are getting better and better. I'm well aware that the second 12 hours are going to be way harder than the first 12 hours, but so far, I just feel good. How long that'll last remains to be seen, but I did say, oh, careful lava, but I did say after 14 hours, well, when it gets to 14 hours, I can go at the Haribo, so that is what I shall be doing. Eating these and mining for netherite. Another 2 pieces here, and the 4th piece has been discovered. And the 5th, what the heck? Why am I getting such good luck? And normally it takes forever to find the little pieces, and I seem to be getting them all the time. And you can tell by the time in the top left how quickly those were all in a row, like within 2 or 3 minutes of each other. This gets me to 6 pieces, and 7. And 8. You just can't beat a classic triple vein. And you can't beat mining up nether quartz for the XP to mend your pickaxe as well. And with that, I will have 11 pieces, in fact 12. And I have a piece in my ender chest in a shulker box. So whatever I have, I can add 1 more on as well, which is very handy. So that will get me full netherite. Okay, well, that's very convenient. That will get me full netherite armor. But not only do I want full netherite armor, I want the tools as well. So I need 27 pieces altogether for that, which means I need 12 more, which is actually pretty doable. I went on a bit of a drought of netherite after my fast start, and then I've just found loads in one short burst, so it's not too bad at all. I'll just keep digging, and I'm sure before the hour's up, I will have all the ancient debris that I need. There we have ancient debris number 20 and 21, so just 6 more to go. I'm getting so close now, so hopefully finding those last 2 does not take long at all. And there we go, we've got it. We've got them all. There's probably no easy way out of here now, other than to just dig up and then get covered in lava, of course. I can drink this though quickly and swim my way out. I should have more than enough gold, which is good. And this time I've actually got firework rockets to fly back, so it really speeds things up. Home sweet home. Not sure what you're doing out here, chicken. Do you want to maybe go back through? Nope, apparently you can't. Oh, well, I'm not going to worry about a chicken. Let's just put that in there. Don't know if I have use for all that netherrack, but you never know, later on I might need it. And whilst I wait for that, I'm going to box myself in and go get another bottle of water because I've completely run out. Sorted. Also walk around the office a few times just to loosen up, you know. You don't want to get stiff. You don't want to stay in the same position too long without a little bit of exercise. And in the meantime, that is finished. I can craft it with this gold and turn it to netherite. I'm going to be 1 netherite and got short, aren't I? I can just tell that I've not got all the ones that I need. It's not the end of the world, but I will need to sort it at some point, so we'll get all of those done. But down the line, I'd like the other pickaxe to be netherite. So yeah, I ain't going digging again. I've only just finished. Instead, I'm going to go and check out how my iron farm's getting on. And it looks to be getting on pretty well. And I'm going to try and do something kind of risky and hopefully find an ancient city. Although before that, I do need to collect more gunpowder as well, which should not be an issue now that I've got looting 3. There's just creepers everywhere. I suppose it's because I'm in a desert. I want to get at least a stack of gunpowder because I am probably going to have to fly miles and miles and miles away looking for this ancient city. I've got more than enough to hopefully last me the rest of the 13 hours. Speaking of which, progress update, still feeling good, still managing okay. Yeah, I think I could keep going for quite some time without being in in any discomfort. So I'll craft my rockets and begin the hunt for the warden. There's a few mountainous areas around here. This one has a giant cave down. Maybe there's a deep dark under here. Look how cool this looks. Just the way. Oh, wow. I love it. It's definitely worth having a little dig. Also, I've run out of Haribos. I don't know how I'm going to get through the next 13 hours. Maybe I should have saved them for a bigger emergency. Also, apparently no deep dark under that one. But I reckon that one has to have it. And if not that one over there. There's plenty of options. I was right. There is deep dark, but an ancient city is a complete another question. I'm also going to try not to set off any shriekers. I don't really fancy a warden earlier than it has to be. Yeah, it looks like there's nothing down here, so I'll go check out this place instead. There's deep dark again, and this time there is an ancient city. And my number one priority is not to set off any shriekers. If I can avoid the warden, it'll just make life easier. Come on, chest number 1. Give me some. Okay, that's rubbish. I definitely think I need a couple of pieces of iron to make some shears. And with those, I'm going to swoop over here and grab a bunch of wool. I could use that to avoid the darkness effect. And if I avoid the darkness effect, I can see the chests much easier. And I don't have wardens running around everywhere, which is also a bonus. That's 2 stacks in the bag. Guessing there's not a shrieker nearby. We're going to find out. I don't think so. I also want to try and get swift sneak, because then I don't have to spend 70 million years crouching around really, really slowly. There's the first sign of danger. I've got to get all of these covered up. Pretty sure the wall will absorb that. Yep, it was a waste of a chest anyway. It's all about taking your time and being slow and steady in these places. Unless, of course, you have a warden disabler like I do in my main hardcore world, then it's 10 times easier. Not entirely sure if these will still set that off or not. There's only really one way to find out. Oh, they didn't. Okay, well, that's good. My careful plan is working. Finally did it. Finally. Tried not to, but I set off a shrieker. Thankfully, a warden still won't spawn for quite a few more times. And there's a few diamonds down here, too. And there goes the second activation. And 2 notch apples. Perfect. There's a swift sneak 2. I'll take that. But ideally, I want a 3 so I can actually put it on my leggings. Oh, another one. Okay, perfect. That might be what I need. 12 levels for that. And 20 more needed. Opening this chest is going to set off the shrieker. There's no 2 ways about it. They're all going to get set off. Okay, you know what? And a warden will spawn. Was it worth it? You know what? There's so much stuff in there. Swift sneak 3. Well, you know what? That might be slightly better. Hello, big fella. How you doing? You won't know this, but I've been playing Minecraft for 11.5 hours straight, okay? And to be honest, you're the last thing I want to see right now. So I'm getting out of here. I got my 2 notch apples, so yeah, there's nothing really needed. Is there any easy way to fly out? It doesn't look like it, so I probably should just dig. Sure, it won't take me too long. Now, I might end up regretting what I'm about to do, especially at this time of night, but I'd like to build an XP farm. And in my opinion, the easiest XP farm is an Enderman one. Even though it's over the void, which is slightly concerning. On the whole, it's fairly easy because you don't have to spawn-proof anything. And it's a pretty fast one as well. The reason I'm collecting wool right now is so that I can get carpet, because Enderman cannot teleport if you stack 2 carpet on top of each other. So that's my master plan for sorting that. Look at that, 3 diamonds in a blacksmith. Even though I've already got a stack of them, that's still a positive. Ended up getting over 2 stacks there. Look, I got a little bit carried away. I went to pick up more iron, a nice little boost. So the beacon can be topped up. I'll find a bucket of lava, very useful. And then the only item that's missing is a name tag. Where I'll get one from, I'm not entirely sure. Possibly from this villager here. I just got to upgrade him a couple more times. But to do that, I'm going to need more emeralds. And to get more emeralds, I'm going to need to chop more trees. There we are. Now I need a bunch of books to upgrade him. And a bunch of books is what I've got. And here's the moment. We're past halfway, ladies and gentlemen. It's all downhill from here. I don't know how I was expecting to feel after 12 hours. You know, it's like around 3 a.m. now. But I'm feeling positive, honestly, somehow. Yeah, I'm feeling good, guys. I can't believe it. I also can't believe I'm only halfway. I feel like I've been going on forever. And I feel like I've achieved loads and loads of stuff in the game. Apparently getting a name tag's still not one of them. I need even more emeralds. But for me, the worrying thing now is that I'm just starting to get to uncharted territories. I mean, I've stayed up in recent times till 4 a.m. doing Minecraft, you know, working on stuff because I had to. It's probably been the odd time where I've been up till 5 a.m. doing it, but 6 a.m. very rare. 7 a.m. I don't think I've ever stayed up till 7 a.m. doing Minecraft. So that's when I'm going to be worried. You know, this challenge, I kind of just wanted to see if I could do it. It would just be an interesting, crazy thing to try. And we're going to make or break time. I think if I get past 7, 8, 9 a.m., it's smooth sailing for the next 5 hours or whatever it'll be. And I've still got a Red Bull in the fridge if all else fails and I'm in an emergency. The massive quest to get the Endermite's name tag is now complete. And I'm 99% sure I've got everything, but I've realized one slight issue. I've no idea where the stronghold is. I went to one somewhere, but that was ages ago, and it was miles, you know, tens of thousands of blocks away. And whilst I do have enough blaze powder and blaze rods, ender pearls are something that I do not have enough of. So that's what I plan to get by hopefully finding this warp forest. Yeah, it's over here. Perfect. And since I've got looting 3, getting the pearls I need shouldn't take me very long at all. I reckon I've got enough. 13. Nah, I'll try and get maybe 1 or 2 more. To be honest, I kind of thought that Enderman was going to drop more than just 1 pearl. He really let me down. This one, on the other hand, oh, look, way better. It dropped me 4. That is much more like it. I will go ahead and make a few eyes of ender, then see which direction I'm going in. I don't know. This is the way, apparently. And as I travel there, I'm also going to get food, since other than bread, I've completely run out. According to my calculations, it's right... Is that going to break? Oh, we got it. Anyway, as I was saying, according to my calculations, it's right about here. I'm still going down, and I haven't seen it, so maybe my calculations are quite correct. Alrighty, time for take 2. I don't know how I missed it. It's literally pointing exactly where I dug down. It's getting serious. I put chunk borders on. Okay. This is very weird. The way strongholds generate, it could be in any one of these 4 chunks. To be honest, it's not in that chunk, so I checked that one. So I'll try this one instead. I could just be being an idiot, and it could be tiders kicking in, to be honest, because it's not this hard to find. I've literally narrowed it down, and I can't seem to work out where it is. Another failed attempt. What's going on? Finally, I found it. I didn't even get the right part, but I'm certainly not complaining. I'm just glad to be here. Anything decent in here that I haven't already got? Not really. Unless I want piercing 4 to get arbalistic later. I don't know if I will, but just in case. Anyway, now that I'm here, I can still fill in the portal and make a nether portal here because I want to make it easier in future to find it. So through I go, and I'll begin the work on the Enderman farm. As far as where to build it, I'm just going to place down lava. Then next to this, I should be able to just drop water at it. Yeah, it'll turn it all to cobble. It's a 200 IQ move. Means I don't have to place anything myself. And then this is where I need to not do anything stupid. At the bottom, I just want to place a block. There we go. That's all I had to do. Don't fly in the void, just keep out of there. Then land on said block and build a massive bridge away from the main island. And now that I've got a light track, I can even speed bridge it because I'm kind of confident. I should really use something like leaves to build the bridge, then it would be spawn proof. Oh well, I'm going to go back and carpet it up. That at the very least will teleport proof it. And then I built a platform down here that I will stand on. I'm making it a too high ceiling so the Enderman can't get to me. And to be honest, this is using all the final brain cells that I have left that you know, I haven't gone to sleep at this point. But I think I'm going to layer it up in rings like this so that I'm not using up too many blocks, but the gap is still small enough so the Enderman can't fit through. I think it's a pretty smart plan, and this chamber needs to be 43 blocks. That will leave the Enderman just to be 1 hit when they hit the bottom. Been a while since I made an Enderman farm. I'm kind of just making it up as I go along. This is good, but I do just want to float down and get all this spawn proof with carpet. And I've also worked out I need to go to y equals 44 to complete this chamber. And I believe this is it. I believe this is the perfect height. And I'm not entirely sure how big this platform is meant to be, but it needs to be big enough so enough Endermen can spawn, but not too big so that the Enderman can't see the Endermite in the middle. So it's a little bit of a balancing act. I'm sure it'll be fine. The real question is, have I actually brought enough blocks to fill everything in? And the answer is no. No, I haven't. Although technically I have, because I have a few spare blocks there, but it's just going to look like a patchwork quilt now, isn't it? Oh, well, who cares? As long as it works, that's the main thing. Now, in the middle is where the Endermite needs to be. I'm pretty sure something like this is correct. And a carpet on top, and a little area for me to try and trap the Endermite in. Although I will need pearls. I've got 1. What do you reckon? 1 pearl, 1 Endermite? What do you think? Nope, didn't work. Thankfully, my spawning platform's working quite well. If I could just place a bow down, I could get some ender pearls. And I'm confident these 6... And, you know, I'm not actually that confident. I'm going to grab a few more. How this is going to work, I don't know. I guess I just keep throwing them. I'm going to keep my lights on in case of an emergency. There we go. We got one on the last one. Perfect. Okay. No, you meant to... what are you doing? Get down there. That's it. Get in there. He just needs a bit of a push. That's it. Don't be sheepish. Come on. This has to work, surely. There we go. He's in. He's name tagged as bait. Or can you not name tag him? Oh, you can't name tag him. Oh, okay. I'll break that. Name tag you. You're now bait. Then you're going to get in the minecart and have everything broken. I can stick a carpet on top, and the Enderman are not happy that he's there, but the Enderman also can't get to him. Now I've just got to trick them into jumping off, which might be an issue because I don't think I've brought enough wood for this. No, I can only make 2 trapdoors. So the idea is there'll be 1 there and 1 there. Go on, go for it. You know you can make it. Can you do it? Yeah. See you later. Oh, there's a few down there. Hi, guys. But yeah, I've messed up on the wood. Unless there's some wood over here, I'm gonna have to go home and get some. Yeah, I'm going back home. And trees can be quickly mined for what I need. Also glad I made that portal because it's now so much faster to go to the stronghold. No messing about at all. Also, they are just kind of pushing each other off, but no, we need to fully get the trapdoors on. And it's done. They're all there. You don't stand on the edge, that's it. As you can see, I've also got the issue of loads of Endermen spawning on this platform. It's like they're all queuing up for something. Oh, one's fallen. Oh, that's a mistake. So I don't know how I safely do this, but they're all getting spleefed. This is kind of evil. They're probably... Oh, you want to block me, dear? Well, that's what you get for it. But yeah, it's kind of sad that they're just all going into the void like this, but... You know, you're on my bridge and we can't be having people on my bridge. Just gonna spawn proof a little bit more of the edge of the bridge. Might as well. My way in is here, and then I guess... Oh, it's beautiful. They don't stand a chance against me. Okay, I know I'm getting tired now. I can't remember if I said in my head that this is brilliant and I'm getting loads of XP and they don't stand a chance. Or if I actually said it. The tiredness is definitely kicking in. I mean, I am past the 13-hour mark. I think as soon as I get below 10 hours left, it will start to speed up. But anyway, I can take Swift Sneak, I can take the anvil, and I can get it on my leggings. RIP to the anvil, it was lost. And my armor is all but maxed out, except for thorns. And I reckon I should go for it. I reckon I should go ahead and get thorns 3 on my armor. All it will mean is going and seeing my very good friend, the librarian, at a village. I don't exactly know which village, and I've only got 26 emeralds, so hopefully that's going to be enough. Although I have known thorns 3 to sometimes be quite expensive. Maybe I should go for one. Why is there golems everywhere? What are you doing? You're meant to be in there, not out here. You're really ruining the rates of my farm. It does actually look like we've got a few spare villagers at this village, so I can't say no. You want a job, buddy? Oh, there you go. Now you're going to live your life in a hole. A hole that you'll be freed from once you give me thorns 3. And I'm going to do this stood up because my legs need stretching and so does my back. And I've got it. Thorns 3. I don't have enough emeralds for it though. That is a slight issue. The only way around that is I don't know how I'm going to do this. If I break that and put that there. Basically, I'm going to have to give him some paper to lock in the trade. And then I'm going to come back when I've got 140 emeralds so I can get thorns 3 on everything. Don't worry, mate. I won't be long. Just got to destroy an entire forest again. And I think now that I can fly, the best way to get wood is literally just to go up to the top of a tree of these jungle trees and dig down. Because you get over a stack from one, so it's perfect. I've got a good amount of emeralds, but I've still got to wait for these Fletchers to restock. So just wait for that sun to go down, then I can sleep. And as I wait for those guys to go to work, I want to get a sandwich. I'm hungry. I'm also going to stretch my legs. Got to keep exercising now, just to make sure, you know, I don't come too achy or anything like that. It's nearly 5 AM and I've got a chicken and bacon mayo sandwich. Fantastic. Nothing like a nice little snack through the night. And these guys seem to have restocked as well, which is nice. I'm sure it won't be long till I get my emeralds. I'm pretty sure that's all the emeralds I need. And I will also require 4 books in total to buy all 4 lots of thorns. All right, villager. Promise is a promise. You're allowed out now. And then I need to grab some iron to make a new anvil so that then I can head to the end and get thorns added to my armor. My nice little picnic's over. I've had crisps, cheese strings, sandwiches, you name it. Anyway. Unfortunately, very, very sadly, if I take these boots, it is too expensive to put thorns on, which is annoying because I don't know why they have to have a max level that you can use an anvil. So I can either forever never have thorns 2 on my boots and know that they'll never truly be maxed. Or I could use a grindstone on these and start again and try and get everything on them. You know what I'm going to do. I will grindstone them to make them better, but I'm not going to do it right now. Right now I want to get rid of all these millions and millions of ender pearls. And I want to start focusing on collecting a load of advancements. First things first, the end ones. I know I've just been there, but we're going back. I'm actually on the hunt for ghasts because I want to make some end crystals, which require ghast tears. And then I can get the achievement where you rebirth the ender dragon. But apparently ghasts are being a little bit tricky to find. I could hear one, and I was about to say I found one. Now I've found one, and it did drop 3 ghast tears. Okay, that's amazing. Because now all I need is just 1 more. This looks like a good candidate to me. And yep, it dropped the one that I needed. Now, the other things needed for these are Eyes of Ender and also glass. I happen to get quite a bit of glass from having to trade with one of the librarians. And as for Eyes of Ender, well, we know ender pearls are never going to be a problem ever again. We've got to farm for them. I've also got those. We can put them together to make the 4 end crystals. And I'm going to make some glass bottles as well, which will be useful for another end advancement. So before I rebirth the ender dragon and do all of that, I'm first going to try and find an end city and do the Shulker advancement. Basically, I need it to make me float 50 blocks up into the air. So that's right, guys. Just keep shooting me. All right, it's all encouraged. I'm getting there. I'm about 20 blocks off, although I don't think they're going to shoot me anymore. Oh, this could be sad. I might need to go to a bit of a busier place. Yeah, that didn't work. I've got just the idea. In fact, I'm just going to do it the smart way. There's a way we can do it with chorus fruit. Basically, the goal is to get hit by a shulker, which you'd think would be really easy, but apparently when you want it, they never do. Then you just kind of float away and eat a chorus fruit. And watch what happens. Okay, well, it didn't work. Normally it works. Maybe it wasn't 50 blocks, or maybe they fixed it so it doesn't anymore. Either way, I'll just do the good old-fashioned floating up. I'm sure this time it'll be fine. The reason I know it'll be fine is because there's another shulker up there trying to hit me. I'm so close. Come on. It's gotta be any moment now. There we go. Great view from up here, which means I can now fly straight back and place down the 4 end crystals. That should be another advancement sorted, and we are now past 10 hours. We've got less than 10 hours to go. 14 hours done. Insane. It is going fairly fast. I mean, the last hour has been a bit of a slow one, but it's still, yeah, 14 hours is kind of crazy. From a tiredness point of view, not tired. Still feeling pretty good. I can see myself not being far. There we go. We've got the advancement, by the way. I can see myself not being far from becoming tired, but I still feel fairly awake. I haven't even had to touch the Red Bull just yet. The only thing I have noticed is from, I think, sitting in this chair and being like slouched like this, I've kind of found that like the bottom of my ribs are a little bit sore from that being that position for so long. So I'm trying to kind of be in different positions, as you can see, kind of lean back more, you know, and stuff, just to kind of loosen it up and make sure I don't overdo it. Also, I forgot just how easy the end fight is when you have the Elytra. It really just does make everything so much easier, doesn't it? Which I think I already commented on during this video. The Elytra are the most OP thing in the game. I think that's every crystal gone. I can inflict some damage, but there's something else I need to do that's more important. And that is collect up Dragon's Bread. There we go. Somebody needs a mint, but it isn't me. It's perched again, and so he's going to take quite a lot of damage again, but not quite enough to finish it off. There we go. Very nice. End fight 2.0 is complete. Just a shame we don't get quite as much XP as first time round. Next, I'm going to complete the normal Minecraft tab, and that is to go ahead and cure a villager. But I don't really want to just cure a villager because, you know, part of getting advancements is going ahead and exploring all over the place, since you basically need to visit every biome. So I'm going to attempt to find a snowy area with snowy biomes that has an igloo with one underground. I know it's a slim chance, but I'm going to try it anyway. Whether the plan actually works could be a completely different story. It could be my, you know, 14 hours straight of Minecraft ideas that are not very good. Mission to find snowy areas has been successful, so now I just need an igloo. I found one. Now, will it be one with something below it? Please don't be a rubbish one, please. Ah, it's a rubbish one. Well, at least I'm getting close. There's got to be another igloo somewhere in the area. It's like another igloo here in a very, very unusual spot. And this one does have a trapdoor. So I get the local brewery one by taking that out. And then I can splash him. Do that. Perfect. And then just kind of chill in the area because there's not much more I can do. I guess I'll just chop trees. I seem to like doing that in this video, don't I? And there's not much else to do whilst I'm here. Job done. I've got the achievement. I'm just going to leave it there, I think. And I also got 3 stacks of logs. Not bad. And now the advancements start to get a little bit more finicky and a little bit more annoying. First things first, I need some leather, 4 to be precise, to make boots. And then I've got to try and find powdered snow. You'd think I'm in the right area for powdered snow, but sadly I'm not. I need way, way taller mountains to have any chance of that. Found it. I found the powdered snow. Right, get myself some of this. That's it. Light as a rabbit. Never going to use those leather boots ever again. And I'd also like to spawn in an iron golem, which requires pumpkins. Pumpkins, which are down there. So I'll carve one of them, pick it up, and ironically head to the iron golem farm so that I can use the iron, which is basically dead remains of other iron golems, to spawn in a brand new one. Yeah, it's just the circle of life, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we've got a rogue golem. 2 rogue golems, what's this all about? You really are ruining my farm. That goes for you as well. And you as well. You're not actually near enough the farm to affect it, but I still don't trust you. Alright guys, you can start spawning golems again. And look at that, no iron at all. You'd think this was a foolproof farm, but apparently not. I don't know if it's because they're somehow spawning over here. I'm sure this is far away enough for them to not be able to spawn, but just in case, I'm going to place a few blocks to stop them. And since my iron golem farm has let me down, I'm going to have to steal some from the beacon. Not ideal, I know. And a new golem on the block can be summoned. Next, I'm going to buy some glass because I want to get myself into a bit of a sticky situation, if you catch my drift. I basically just need to find some bees, which I'm hoping isn't going to be too difficult. I've managed to find some, and whilst I wait for them to produce some honey, I need to craft a campfire. Thankfully, I have got all the resources for it, as you can see. Just got to stick it under there, then when I harvest it, no one's going to get angry at me. You don't want that. And as long as I don't go too far away from the area, I can leave that one bee and try and find a second one. Well, I see a bee. I don't know exactly where his home is, but I'm sure if I follow him, I'll soon find it. Here we go. There's actually 3 bees in the area. They're all looking for flowers. So I reckon the best thing I could do is bring some down for them. That definitely seems to have helped them find their way. I've been, yeah, been very, very helpful there, haven't I? Guys, don't judge me. It's nearly been 15 hours, okay? I take total bee location. That was an advancement I didn't even mean to get. But yeah, it's nearly been 15 hours, all right? The jokes are not going to be getting any better. Just don't expect it. Don't think it'll take too long, but there's not much else I can do but just wait for the honey. Perfect. Both of them are ready for going. Okay, BR, guess that's another one. It's a lot more advancements than I realized from these fellas. And I definitely still need 2 more so I can make a honey block. My goodness, another hour has gone. I'm now 15 hours deep. It's 6 a.m. I'm still feeling all right. I'm starting to yawn a bit more. That is noticeable, but considering how late it is or early in the morning it is, whatever way you want to look, I don't feel too bad at all. I'm feeling fairly good. But it's probably going to get worse and worse from here. It has to be said. There is another advancement involving honey, which is to wax a copper block and then take the wax off a copper block. Getting the copper is pretty straightforward. I only need 9. And then I must smelt it. Also, apparently there's more honey ready, which is excellent because I'm just 1 honey bottle away now. And you know what? Whilst I continue to wait for these bees, I'm going to go and refill my mug. Can't believe it's getting light outside. Even though I have to be awake for another 9 hours, I'm getting to the point where I cannot wait to go to bed. And I really can't remember the last time that I stayed up so late that the sun was rising when I was still going. Now, if I'm not mistaken, doing something like that, look at that, beautiful. Gets me out of a sticky situation. And then I need to patiently wait for that so I can get the honeycomb. But in the meantime, I can go ahead, take the copper ingots and do something like that to make a block of copper. And yeah, come on, produce more honey, guys. I desperately need it. Look at that, they have. How absolutely perfect. So grab it, then it's wax on and wax off. And you know what, guys? I only watched Karate Kid recently, so only recently understood what reference that was from. Before that time, I really had no idea. Now, I know I've already come across a geode in this world somewhere, so I'm gonna try and remember where. Then I can make a spyglass, and there's 3 advancements that I can get from that. And annoyingly, one of them requires rebirth in the Ender Dragon yet again. Now, it was definitely in this cave. I think there was a water pool with a geode at the end. Oh, look at this. Fantastic. Then I just need a little bit to craft with copper. And then it's Operation Head to the Jungle to find a parrot. I'm sure it won't be that hard. At least I hope it won't be anyway. Here we go. Ta-da! Oh, what a great pose. And I also wouldn't mind attempting to breed 2 parrots. There's loads around here. Come on, that's it. You have 1. You have 1. Get me a baby parrot. Wait, no, wait, you can't breed parrots, can you? No, you can't. As cool as a baby parrot would look, they don't exist. Yeah, I just realized this. I can, on the other hand, try and tame one. Now, if you don't accept these 2 seeds to be my pet, I'm going to get a dog. All right, yep, that's it. You had your chance. Instead, I'm going to dig out my endless supply of bones, and I'm sure that somewhere a wolf will be found. Or apparently not. Apparently wolves aren't that easy to find in the dense forests. All I know is that I won't stop searching until I find one. Well, I have to say, this first place has definitely been a letdown. And this second one also not great, but that might be because it's a flower forest. And I'm not sure if wolves can actually spawn in them. Finally found one. Alrighty, there you go. You didn't take many at all. Come with me, young fella. I'm going to call you Sleepy because that is exactly how I'm starting to feel. And you can live at this home with me. But it's kind of sad that I don't have a proper home and now my dog doesn't have a proper home. I should fix that, but before that, I'd like to use the spyglass on the other 2 remaining mobs. First one being the ghast, which no, it is not a balloon. And then the other one is the dragon. But to get the dragon, I'm once again going to need many ghast tears. And to go with that, I'm also going to need a number of blaze rods. Mission accomplished. And I can definitely feel myself getting more and more tired. This must be the hard spot, you know. What, coming up to nearly 16 hours awake. Although it's more than 16 hours awake, so I was awake for a couple of hours before starting the recording as well. And the time just does seem to be moving a lot more slowly. Which is basically the opposite of what I want to be happening right now. I just can't stop yawning. Anyway, it's another advancement done. Just realised to leave, I've actually got to defeat the dragon as well, which hopefully shouldn't be too much trouble. Especially with a light sheet, you could just do it in record time. Alright, dragon, already your crystals are gone, so you better hurry up and perch. I also know that I've got a Red Bull in the fridge that I could have at any time. I kind of, part of me wants to have it now, but the other part of me knows I've got to leave it, the longer I can leave it before I have that emergency energy boost, the better. And my bow just broke. That is sad. It's been a very, very good bow to me over the years, that. But that is yet another era that has come to an end. There we go. Defeated for the 3rd time. Hopefully the last one. And I'm hoping the XP dropped is enough to repair my electric. Yep, fully repaired. Fantastic. And at this point, I need to do something that's kind of engaging and that's going to keep me awake. I'm not kidding you. I think I could just go like this and I would fall asleep in no time. Man, the sun is shining through. It looks lovely out there, but it's just crazy. So I can either build a full gold beacon or I can build a house. I think I'll fall asleep if I try to build a house. So I'm opting for going exploring in an effort to try and find enough gold for a full beacon. So it's basically me flying around the Nether trying to find bastions. I mean, this has got to keep me awake, right? Well, I really, really do hope so anyway. Finally found a bastion. It took way longer than I expected. Hello, fellas. A lava bucket would probably be useful, but instead I'm just going to go gung-ho in this one. All the good stuff is down at the bottom. Shall I just go for it? Let's jump like this. Nothing to see. Well, I'll get mine. Oh, there's guys there. Guys that can be spleefed into lava. I love doing it. I don't know why. It's just so satisfying. Got all the gold. There's a few extra little things here and there. Nothing else worth grabbing. And I definitely made the right choice on what I should do to perk myself up. I definitely feel way more awake than I would have done if I'd have just built a house. Searching for bastions was the right answer. And this first bastion alone has already got me 24. Now, there is more blocks down there, but I don't know if I really want to go there. I'll grab this one. I might be able to just sneak into the chest from here. The piglin brutes are just annoying, aren't they? But, oh, look at this. Yeah, we can do that. Bit of ancient debris. Don't mind if I do. I do need to still get a few netherite pieces, so that's handy. And whilst I'm round the back, I'm grabbing that one as well. And also looting the chests. I can't say no to pig step, can I? Pig step is always a monumental thing to find. Following that successful ransack, I'll continue looking for more bastions. I do need to keep taking out gas because I'm low on gunpowder, put it that way. So whenever I see one, I feel like I've got no choice but to go for it. Yet another bastion obtained. I'm properly using the E-ray counter now just so I can find them way faster. It certainly makes a very, very big difference. This is where I can see things going a little bit wrong. This kind of bastion is probably the worst one to loot. And I am making it even harder for myself because I'm not wearing any gold up. See? Look at that. Backflip. Well, we're alright, but get out of here. Okay, I'm blocking myself in. I don't think so, guys. But yeah, I was making it harder for myself because I wasn't doing it properly. I can't even think what I meant to say. There doesn't seem to be any good gold blocks here by the looks of things, unless there's some up top. I'm past the 16-hour mark now, 8 hours left, and I feel tired, guys. I'll be honest with you, I definitely feel tired now. It's past 7 a.m, and this is hands down the longest Minecraft gaming session I've ever had. It's been a long time. What on earth? It's been a long time since I've stayed up this late or early, if you know what I mean. And I've still got quite a long way to... Oh, okay, I better put my electron. But, see, I'm making mistakes now. But yeah, I've still got quite a long way to go. Now, this is the kind of bastion I like. A nice, simple... Well, we'll take that as well. But yeah, a nice, simple one where the gold is just completely on display. And you just go in and get mining. And if you want, you could just get out. But I won't be getting out because there's a few other things I want. This is not one of them. Okay, totem as well. Yeah, just wanted to do that advancement, you know. I thought it would be a good one. Certainly a little bit of a sticky situation there. I'll try and avoid that in future. All because of the fact that I failed to put a... I did it again. Just place a block so you can land on it, SP. Although then there is loads of piglins up here waiting for me as well. You know what? I'm just putting myself into these difficult situations, aren't I? Fortunately, they have all been successfully dealt with. Any more of you? That's right. Do your worst. Oh, they are. They're all coming. I should probably put my chest plate on. And there's no gold up here. I came all this way for nothing. There better be some decent stuff in the chest after that. Oh, yeah. Pork chop. Thanks. And a welcome party. Oh, they're everywhere. Let me just check this. Oh, there's loads of stuff in there. Guys, I want to loot this. On the close inspection, it's not that good. But there's one... Ooh, that was careful. That was close. But there's one very important thing that I do want. And I know will be here. And I know will be useful. Yes, the lodestone. And to get the lodestone advancement, I have still got to get a compass and right click on it. But we can worry about that later. I'm just glad I've got it. I can get my Elytra equipped and fly out of here. Now, I've made it back to my portal. Because I thought it might be a good idea for a temporary pit stop where I could get more gunpowder for more firework rockets. Since at the moment for that, stocks are quite low, but to get those, I need it to be nighttime, which is still a little bit off, so I should probably find a cave. But there's something more important that I want to do. There's less than 8 hours left. I'm going to have another sandwich, guys. I'm so hungry. I've been up all night. Please, just understand and allow me to do it. I've got my sausage, bacon, and egg sandwich. Fantastic. Whilst it's still day, I'm going to try and check out a cave. Because you never know. It may have just a few creepers. Oh, look at that. It does. 3 waiting for me, so I'd better get them. Just gets me a nice bit of gunpowder before even the night starts, which in my opinion is always a bonus. And now the sun is going down, which means the creepers are coming out. That's a pretty successful night. I didn't just get 51, no, I wasn't stopping there. I got a stack and 51 because I was absolutely sick of constantly running out of firework rockets, and I want to make sure it never happens again. And before I go back to bastion searching, I kind of want to eat my sandwich. So I'll grab the extra iron that this farmer's got me and then place down a few more blocks. And from there, I can also grab a compass. Now, does this work? Is it nether only? Oh, there we go. No, it works anywhere. Country load, take me home. Job done. And with that, I'll pop through here and then through here into this one and collect up even more XP from this farm because I want to get to level 100. And whilst I'm getting the XP, I can eat my sandwich. It's a win-win, ladies and gentlemen. It's a win-win. And finally, I've got it. Level 100. Don't really know what the point was of doing that, but it looks good anyway. Now with all these extra firework rockets, I've got the perfect opportunity to get the rest of the gold that I need for that beacon. And I'm going to explore this direction to try and find the bastions. Look at this. Found one pretty quick. And as I've said before, it's the bridge one, which is always easy to find the gold and take it. Well, at least those bits are easy to take. There is always more along here. Now, this time, I promise you, I ain't going to mess it up, all right? You place a block, and you stand on it, and it's that easy. Don't know why I've always had so much trouble with it. A few more chests here. I don't know where all the piglins are in this section, but I'm not complaining. Fortune 3 diamond pickaxe. That's going to go with that perfect to max it out. It really is just what the doctor ordered. Also, we have gone past the 7 hours remain mark. 17 hours have gone. How am I feeling? Now, I am starting to get tired. If I just sit and close my eyes, I start to drift off a little bit. So I have to keep my eyes open, which, you know, makes sense. I don't really ache in any way, shape, or form. I'm fairly comfortable. I just keep, you know, getting up every hour, having a little walk, you know, just to keep myself loose and everything, which I think is a good idea. It's mainly just tiredness. Although having the sandwich has definitely perked me up a bit. That's been a huge help. And it's past 8 o'clock in the morning, so the new day is starting to get going, which will hopefully make me feel a bit less sleepy as well. Also, it's cool how you can see all the gold blocks from behind. I didn't know you could do that on the treasure ones. Might as well make use of it and grab... Oh, okay, don't do that though. As I was saying, I might as well make use of it and grab... Oh, I missed it again. As I was saying for the third time, I might as well make use of it and grab as many as I can. That's loads of gold just from this side. Now, there's those 2 blocks there, which are notoriously tricky to get. Although hopefully with knockback, it shouldn't be too hard. Although when I'm being stabbed in the back, it will be. Leave me alone, guys. Just want to steal your gold. Nothing else. I'm also hoping to get a bit of netherite, scrap, ancient debris, anything like that down here. Because then I will have 1 more ingot. Or if I get an actual ingot, that would be even better. You know, that would be the ideal situation. Look at that. Got an ingot straight away. Oh, what? No, get out of here, you. And, oh my goodness, we've got spare... Oh, that's great. We've got spare ancient debris. We've got spare netherite ingot. I now definitely don't need to go mining for ancient debris for the rest of this video. It's just now 100% all about collecting the gold. Once I've mined up this, I have over a stack of gold blocks from this little journey, which according to my calculations, yeah, they are correct, it should be enough. It's either enough or it's very, very close to it. I'll just get a little bit more. Well, that is if I can find a little bit more. It's usually up there, but apparently not this time. Hopefully there's some in the chest, otherwise, well, there isn't. What a waste of time that is. Looks like flying toward yet another bastion is necessary. My goodness, guys, am I feeling tired? Am I feeling tired? I could literally go to sleep on this desk right now, but then the entire last 17 hours would be wasted. I've got to see it through and complete the challenge. But I tell you what, it's certainly not an easy task. I've managed to find another bastion, which is good. This is going to be the last bastion I go to. I think it's a stables one, though, so actually it might not be the last one. It all depends as to whether it's a good stables or a bad stables. Well, there's no gold blocks on that side, but there does look like there'll be good gold blocks on this one, okay, which is good news. Just got to try and remember how to get down to them. I know there is somewhere, I just can't remember where. Here we go. I'm just looking, where's my sword gone? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. SB, hang in there. Hang in there, SB. Hold on, concentrate. Not had enough sleep for this. Okay, we're alright. Where is my sword? It must be in my ender chest, though. I must have put it in a shulker box. I don't know. I think I've lost it. It'll probably be somewhere on the 24-hour VOD. I personally won't be looking through to see. But yeah, I guess you guys will be able to tell me. How very annoying. I've absolutely no idea what I've done with it. But at the very least, there's a little bit of positivity that I've got all the gold that I need. I suppose the sword isn't too important now anyway. Even though it was an amazing sword, I'm very sad to see it go. I don't know which. Yeah, I'm really curious. Anyway, no time to worry about it. I am just going to fly my way back home. You can tell I'm getting tired, though, if I'm just randomly losing my sword and I've no idea what I've done with it. I didn't think I'd notice any difference from lack of sleep, but I'm just making loads of stupid little mistakes, like I nearly died to that piglin, and then I lost my sword. I'm just doing loads of silly little things. And hey, if I see a bastion with gold on the way back, I can't say no to grabbing it all. Yet another bastion. Man, I found them all on the way back, not even looking for them. Not complaining, but where were they all earlier? Now, whilst I am very glad to be back, my Elytra have seen better days, so I'm going to try and repair them at the Enderpearl farm. The only issue is that I no longer have a sword to use on the Enderman, and one by one, it doesn't really have the right effect. But if I remember correctly, in the ender chest, yeah, look at that. We've got one lonely sword. I don't remember what's on it. Smite 5. I'll take it. It still does the job, all right? That's the only thing I've got left for me. Well, that worked out better than expected. Elytra fully mended, and I have more than enough blocks to build this giant golden beacon. Just need to find a good spot. I reckon I go diagonal from this, don't I? Fantastic. It's looking very, very good. Gets me 2 more advancements. And whilst I'm here, I'm going to first put the anvil to good use and put these pickaxes together. I guess that's the most efficient way. And then I can get both a netherite hoe and the other netherite pickaxe. The iron farm has been working perfectly in the background. Not getting anything too crazy. Not as much as it should have gone, really. But that's why I like to periodically check up on it just to see what's going on. And now I think I must build a house, okay? I can't keep going on like this without my own place, all right? Just living outside like this. The only issue is, though, I've been hit with an absolute new level of tiredness. And I feel like only a can of Red Bull can get me out of this situation. I have one in the fridge, but the longer I leave it, the better it'll be. So the deal is, I've got to last till 6 hours left before I touch that Red Bull, okay? That is how long I have got to wait. Only 20 more minutes I can have it, but in the meantime, I'm going to try and, yeah, build a house. Now, bear in mind, I'm not the best builder. when I've had a good night's sleep. So when it comes to this build, absolutely anything could happen, alright? Do not expect perfection. Do not expect anything amazing. But just know that in this specific moment, I'm doing my absolute best. I'm hopeful that I should have enough wood for the build. In fact, to be completely honest, I'm not even sure what I'm making. I'm just going to make it up as I go along. I want it to be in the heart of the village, not too far away. I reckon this bit of land here. And then I'm going to go with a bit of a frame system, I think. I've no idea what I'm building, to be honest, guys. I've absolutely no idea. Is it? What am I trying to do? Forget it. Forget it. I'm just going to build a normal house. I'm not going to try and build anything fancy. I'm going to keep it simple. Otherwise, I'll just embarrass myself with my building, and I really don't want to do that any more than I probably already have. I have gone for the most basic design ever. It seems to be all that my brain could compute, and even then, it's struggling. That's the general look of it. Yeah, it's terrible. But don't worry, I've got more to come from it, such as glass. I'm going to buy myself a bit of glass. And I'm going to use it to fill in all the windows, which will make it look much, much better. Can't even believe I'm calling this thing a house, but you know what? It's very, very cozy. Complete with 12 more glass for the roof. I can definitely tell how sleep deprived I am when trying to build this. I'm just putting any random rubbish together. But you know what? I think it works. And a grass path connected to the village. Fantastic. Plus my dog no longer has to just sit outside all the time. Come on in, Sleepy. Is that what I called you in the end? The Sleepy definitely sums me up very, very well. The doors are on. Fantastic. And my bed is in. What more could I want from something? You know, it's absolutely fantastic. Just a cute little house. And I'm sure it is not the worst one that I've ever built. Yeah, it looks very basic. But right now, it's about as advanced as I can possibly manage to think about. Now, I am a bit disappointed with the slow speed that this is producing iron. So, I think I'm going with a plan B. And it's not really much of a plan B, by the way. It's just a bit of an idea that I had. Which is to add the iron blocks that I can. I might even have enough. I was going to say I could go mining for the rest of the iron, but I've got it. I've got enough to complete a full iron beacon. Although there's something missing. There's something kind of crucial missing from this entire setup. Yes, the beacon. I had to use it for the gold one, so now there's nothing for the iron. I need to get that sorted. But before I do that, I gotta go down the Red Bull. I'm falling asleep at my desk, ladies and gentlemen. It's the only thing that can save me. I've got it. 6 hours left, and this is my final saving grace. I've actually also had a few drinks of water and a bit of a pace around, and that does seem to work me up a little bit. It's just so warm in this room compared to outside, so when it's cooler, I'm not as tired. But in this warm room, it really makes me sleepy. Anyway, I want a full beacon. I've got everything except for the actual beacon part. And would you believe it? I now don't have a looting 3 sword. So what am I going to do? Well, fear not. I have a plan. I know where there is a villager that will sell me a looting 2 book, and then I could add those to this Smite 5 sword, and it will be perfect. I just need to make sure I've got enough emeralds to actually buy those books. Also, I know you can kind of gather this, but since we're at another hour and we should do an hourly review, I'm feeling so tired. I'm feeling absolutely worn out. I was fine before, and it's just starting to hit me more and more every hour. I dread to think what I'm going to be like in another hour's time. Although I have heard that if you can break through a barrier, it tends to set you and then you're okay for a bit, but it's just getting through that barrier, and I'm hoping that that's the wall that I'm reaching, and that I can get through it, and that when I do make it past, everything will hopefully be a bit easier. But time will tell. Time will most certainly tell. Oh, you can tell I'm getting tired. I forgot to get the emerald. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry I came all this way and forgot to buy the emeralds. It's amazing now, just a little lack of sleep, and it really messes up your brain, like the ability to think. Here you go, guys. Sorry, I should have been with you ages ago, but I completely forgot. And I do also think that potentially I've not got quite enough emeralds, unless I do have some in the ender chest. Two more, I somehow don't think is going to cut it. I also wasn't paying attention at this end, but I think it said 28 emeralds per looting 2 book. And if that is the case, then I'm going to be 6 emeralds short. Oh no, I have the perfect amount. It's 25 emeralds per book. Oh, well, those 2 emeralds in my ender chest suddenly aren't to be laughed at. Because in reality, they were extremely useful. And now it's time I test all this out. Does it one-tap them? It does. In my books, that really is fantastic. And I am actually getting kind of tired of doing this after already doing it twice today. But I suppose it's needs must if I want to get that second beacon done. Also, I feel like I'm playing atrociously right now. I just keep making so many... I'm just rubbish. I keep taking loads of damage. Can't tell if it's just me being bad at Minecraft or whether it's the tiredness having an effect. No matter what, I'm voting for the tiredness just to make me feel better. But fantastic, I got one. Couldn't think of the word I was trying to say then. And another one, fantastic. Just one more to go now. And that gas needs to keep out of the way because it's just causing me a load of trouble. Job done, that's all 3 that I need. Hopefully for the final time. In fact, not even hopefully. I guarantee you this time is for the final time. Even if the wither destroys another star, I ain't bothering with it again. Born in the Wither 3 times in 24 hours is more than enough for me. And now I am in the situation where I haven't got a bow. So I'm gonna try and do it a smart way rather than battle it normally. I'm gonna head to the end and then attempt to spawn it underneath the end portal. Now the only issue with this is I sometimes get the block alignment wrong. I think it's like this. It could be incorrect though. I should look up a tutorial, but you know what? I'm living on the edge. I think it's like this. And then like that. I don't know if it's meant to be back one or I can't remember. We're just gonna find out. I'll just see what happens. If it escapes, it escapes. Well, it's blown up. It's taking damage. I did it. I did it correctly. Wow, I didn't think I could do that. Okay, well, that's fantastic. Oh, look at the smite doing the job on here as well. Fantastic. No bow needed. Wither defeated. Now I require 5 more glass to craft a beacon. It's probably best to smelt it rather than trade it, which is good. And I've also got more and more things going into my house now. It's slowly picking up, isn't it, Sleepy? I shouldn't even say the word sleepy. It makes me feel tired. I want to close my own eyes. I'm drifting off. I can't believe I'm drifting off. Honestly, my head is going behind. I've still got 5.5 hours to go. What am I going to do? Terrifying stuff ahead. Let's get that beacon down. And add a nice effect to it just to give it a bit of a proper use. I have no choice, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to go for it. Didn't want to peak too soon with this, but I'm cracking it open. I'm having a drink, and I'm going to let the caffeine do its job. It could be the only thing that keeps me awake now. I've got to do more advancements, okay? I'm going to do sound and music, make a jukebox. I believe that part's the easy bit. I can also get pig step. Yes, that could be the music that I play in the meadows. Oh, fantastic. Now I've just got to find the meadow biome, which I think this counts. Yep, indeed it is according to F3. Now then, does this work? Just stick pig step in. Oh, yes, of course it works. Let's go. Fantastic. All right, well, that's enough of that. Pig step is still the greatest song ever in Minecraft, in my opinion. And it's another thing for my house. A jukebox. It's really coming to life. Caves and cliffs. All right, time to dig a really deep hole. I don't really know where to dig it, but I suppose right about here will probably do. That's the bottom part done. And now to tower it really high. Normal players would put a bucket of water at the bottom so you could land in it. Not me. I'm going for the MLG. Mainly because I'm a bit crazy and a bit of an idiot, okay? But here goes nothing. In fact, I am just going to build a little thing for me to fall down. So I'm definitely correctly aligned. And then here we go. All the way down. Hopefully I hit the holes and hit the MLG. Oh, I placed the water and it didn't hit MLG. What? Oh, well, don't matter. Still got the advancement, which is the good thing. Although it does mean I'm down to my last totem. Seems like getting hold of a trident might be quite a useful thing. And they're not easy to get, so it's probably going to take quite a bit of searching. Especially when I'm looking at a tiny ocean like this. I'll never find any in there. Now I need to head to these more open waters where there's much more going on. And there are still 2 biomes I haven't visited. I am wondering, is a bamboo forest one of them? Would be handy to know. And are there any pandas down here? That's the other question. I've found one, and if I could find a second one, then I'd breed it. The 2 that I've found are so far apart that it's probably not a possibility, realistically. Especially when you think just how slow pandas are at moving around. It was one of the biomes. I think the only other one that I haven't been to is a mega tiger biome, the one with the giant spruce trees. So I'll keep my eye out for one, and if I do see it, then I'll definitely visit it. Ocean ruins are always a good place to find drowns, because you never know if they could be holding a trident or even a nautilus shell. Although all the ones I keep seeing are just boring ones with nothing in their hands. I take it back. There's one with a trident. Come on, please drop. I've got looting 3. It's like a 10% chance with looting 3, I think. Don't let me down. Okay, let me down. Not the end of the world, but it would have been amazing had I got it. Also, the reason I'm not sleeping is drowns are more likely to spawn when it's dark because they are affected by light level as to whether they spawn. So it's definitely worth searching for them throughout the night. Here we go. Trident attempt number 2. This time it's a baby that's got it. And it didn't drop it. A copper ingot instead, not what I want. Here comes trident attempt number 3. And still didn't get it. But thankfully, I am coming across drowns everywhere. I think it's because it's dark. It's making it a lot easier to find them. And when you're coming across a lot of drowns, it's inevitable that every now and again you see one holding a trident. Though interestingly, no nautilus shell boys, which I thought I would have had by now. Come on, mate, please. What has a guy got to do to... Oh, okay, come on. There's 2 trident boys here. Surely one of you. Surely. No, it didn't work. Finally, a nautilus shell. Nice to get something. And I can hear somebody throwing a trident at me. Will he drop? This must be my 7th attempt. Oh, just nothing, thanks. Let me just subject. Yeah, it is looting 3. What's that all about? Getting hold of a trident is going to be tougher than I thought. Come on. Give it to me. Yes, finally! Sometimes you just gotta tell them straight, alright? None of this messing about, just give them no choice. And I will continue searching a little bit longer just to see if I can get a few more nautilus shells, because a conduit would be epic. But as you can probably imagine, getting enough shells for one will be quite the challenge. Finally, I've found another one. So that's 2 down, 6 to go. And I do think I'm just going to stick at it until I've got them all. Also, I've made it past the 19-hour mark. When I say like that, I feel like I'm almost there and I've done the majority of it, which I have done. 5 hours to go. The Red Bull has definitely helped. My eyelids were getting so heavy before, but now I'm able to keep them open. And now that I've got a proper project again of going after drowns, trying to get those Nautilus shells, I feel like I've got something to work with, something to distract me. And I think things are moving along. There was a little period where I just wasn't too sure what to do, and I was just doing a few little things here and there. But now that I've got a Conduit, I feel like it's a big enough project, but it's also kind of passive, so I don't have to concentrate too much. It's a nice middle ground. So hopefully I'm in the same good spirits when we get to the next 1 hour review. There's another trident carrier here. Might just be worth going for, because you never know. Oh, I got it again. Wow. So worst case, I could put them together if I want to. I'm not going to, because I can put mending on them. They can have different upgrades on them, because, you know, channeling works well with loyalty, but then you might want Riptide on another one. So to be able to have both would be good. And I have also unfortunately run out of ocean, which definitely isn't good. I'm fairly confident if I keep flying, I'll find more, but also don't really want to have to do that. Although the way things are going, I don't really have a choice, so I'll just put my best foot forward and fly to another ocean. I found an area that I needed, so it's back to Nautilus shell hunting. Done so much flying and searching around, my elytra have only gone unbroken. So hopefully I can collect up a bunch of XP, which will slightly get them repaired. Finally, I can get the third one. And the XP all these guys are giving me is great for my elytra. And that speed is more like it. I've found the fourth, meaning I'm halfway there. There's drowns everywhere down here. Surely one of them has a Nautilus shell. Yes, there is. Okay, we got another. And there's 2 here. Okay, that's just what I needed, because I've been on a bit of a drought here. So that really makes me feel like I haven't just been completely wasting my time. Very nice. Shell number 7. Finally, there's only one of them left to go. And then I also need a Heart of the Sea, so I should probably focus on finding a buried treasure map too. And we have just gone past the 20-hour mark. Less than 4 hours now remain. How do I feel? You know what? I feel way better than I did an hour ago. I've perked up. I think the Red Bull has done its job. I don't know. I feel pretty good. I feel like I can at least keep going for another hour or two without feeling like I'm going to fall asleep every 2 seconds. For now, I think I have broken through the unbreakable barrier. I've run out again. I didn't think it was going to be possible with the amount of gunpowder I got, but I have run out again of firework rockets. What a nightmare. Good thing there's a few creepers about for me to take out. But that is quite a bit more effort that I didn't really want to have to put in tonight. At this point, I think I've got enough for the night. Yeah, 25. So I'll craft more rockets and get back searching for them drowns. And there it is. The final one. Fantastic. I never have to worry about drowns ever again. Although I do have to worry about getting a Heart of the Sea, which does mean going to a shipwreck. There's one here, but I'm not sure if it's one that has a treasure map or not. We're about to find out. Oh, it does. And the map is directing me directly south. Onto my calculations, the chest, yeah, it's right here. I've got my Heart of the Sea, got a bit of iron and a bit of TNT. Very excellent indeed. And it's always a cool moment when you can go ahead and craft a conduit. And so my current priority right now is to fly back home. It's quite the journey, but I don't mind because I have got time to kill, remember? So yeah, it can take as long as it takes. Is this it? Is this the last biome that I need to visit? Or have I already been to it? Okay, I don't know what the last biome is that I need to visit then. I'm just looking at my advancements file in the notepad to see which biome I'm missing. Windswept Gravelly Hills. That's the one that I'm missing. And it basically looks like an extreme hills biome, so it shouldn't be that hard to find. Yeah, so this is the Windswept Hills. I just need the Windswept Gravelly Hills, which has got to be connected to this kind of biome. If only I can find it. I won't stop until I do. My elytra's got plenty of durability, so I've got plenty of time. I've done it. There we go. That was... Okay, well, we're freezing a little bit. Not a good sign at all. But yeah, you can see we're in a windswept gravelly hills because it's gravel and we're in extreme hills. Fantastic. Well, after all that exploring, I can definitely now go home in complete peace. And I've got a sausage sandwich from Greg's here, so whilst I fly home, I've definitely taken into that. Food is just about the only thing keeping me awake in this video. The sandwich was very tasty. My iron farm has been performing much, much better since I finished the beacon. Isn't it just typical that now that I don't need the iron, I've got loads and loads of it. Now, I believe just throwing the trident... Oh, no, you have to throw it at something. And then it's a throwaway joke. Perfect. You had another advancement in the bag. And I'd like to set something up around here so that I can put some upgrades onto the trident. Ideally channeling, but, well, not with ones like that. We'll just have to keep seeing what we get. Yeah, they're okay. The grindstone's got to come out because there's definitely room for improvement. And I'd love to keep trying for that channeling. But I have unfortunately run out of lapis. So that's what I'm doing next. Going on a little mining journey to try and find more lapis lazuli. And now that I have fortune 3 on the pickaxe, it's going to make it even better. Because one singular ore, well, it just gives so much more. It's a good opportunity to get diamonds, even though I really don't need them at this point. It's still always nice to grab them. I reckon when I've mined this up, I've probably got more than enough lapis. Yeah, nearly 2 stacks. And hopefully with it, I can find a way to get the channeling. I've got it. Yep, I was going to say even if it takes all the levels I've got, but don't have to worry about that. I think I'm going to anvil them 2 together. Use up 14 levels, but might as well. And then I'll need a lightning rod ready. This will be useful for the next thunderstorm. I can get a couple of advancements with all of that. But right now, it's sadly not thundering. It's just raining. And it's entirely possible there won't be any more thunder for the next 3 hours. So I'll plan to do other things rather than wait for that. Such as search for another ancient city because I need to get a Shulker catalyst. Wish I'd thought about it before, but I didn't. So, yeah, that's what I've got to do now. This should be the kind of place that I'll find a bit of deep dark. Run out of gunpowder again, haven't I? I should have made a gunpowder farm ages ago. You know what? I've got 3 hours. I've probably still got time to. It's definitely worth having to think about once I've scouted out down here. Perfect. The deep dark. There's a catalyst there. I'll grab it with Silk Touch. It'll just take about 6 million years to mine. There we go. And if I attempt how did we get here later, I'm going to need a shrieker, so I'm going to attempt to mine up. It'll just take me ages as well. There we go. And it didn't set it off. Okay, I didn't know you could just mine them up without setting anything off. That's technically all I need down here, so it's a job well done. And with under 3 hours left, you're probably wondering how I'm holding up. I was doing pretty well with 4 hours left, but now I am once again tired. I'm aching. My eyes just want to shut. I just want to go to sleep. I guess the Red Bull's probably worn off at this point. And yeah, I think this challenge may be the hardest thing I have ever done on my channel. If you're still watching and you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're playing at. Please make sure you're subscribed if you do. Now, just to get back home, I need to sort out the issue of no gunpowder. But apparently creepers are a little bit scarce at the moment, so my only option is probably to dig out. And whilst I dig out, I really need to go and get some water again. I've completely run out of this bottle, so I'm just going to go and, yeah, get a glass. Although on my way, I found 2 creepers, so I'll just dispatch of them. Can't say no to a free creeper, as it's got me a few more firework rockets, which will be great for when I get out. I've made it out, and I'm short on both gunpowder and paper, so I'll start with that. And then, yeah, I think I'm just going to make a mob farm. I should have made one ages ago, because even though there's not technically that long left, I'm still tired of never having the firework rockets that I need from the gunpowder. It's just going to be much easier to have one, and it's just a simple one in place. And I'm also out of food. I can't believe I lost my sword. I've still got no idea where it went. The good thing is it is recorded, so, you know, it won't be a mystery for all eternity. But, yeah, I can't just get cooked food anymore. I've got to take it out with this sword and then cook it afterwards, which really isn't ideal, which is why I'm going to go ahead and be smart and take out, well, use the flint and steel as well. We go like that. And don't you think you're getting to the water, mate? No chance. Same for you. And also the rest of them. I'll first use this sheep and the catalyst to get that achievement. Yes, it spreads. Although it didn't happen to spread anyway there. That's a poor performance from the catalyst. And then the best place to build this mob farm is probably going to be over this bit of water here. It should definitely be enough distance from the shore so I don't have to worry about any mobs there. And this square that I'm building is going to be the water collection system. Although it looks like, yeah, I'm going to need quite a bit more netherrack to finish it. But thankfully getting netherrack is very, very easy indeed. I reckon I've gathered up more than enough. I'll also be using those blocks for all the spawning platforms that I have to build up. This is the first spawning platform, and to be honest, if I somehow manage to build this in my sleep-deprived state, it will be a miracle. Because it involves a lot of thinking, and thinking is not something that is top of my list right now to be doing. I can also get the water collection system put in, but to make any further progress from that, I'm going to need redstone, and I'm going to need quartz. Then I'll be able to craft dispensers and observers. The quartz I need will be very easy to get. It's just a quick thing to mine. But the redstone, on the other hand, will require quite an expedition down into the mines. Although, having said that, the redstone is so abundant that it shouldn't really be too much of a problem. I'm going to mine up a stack so that I definitely have more than enough. As it's happened, I actually got 2 stacks. Yeah, I suppose you could never have too much. And a bit of cobblestone as well. Actually, if I'm thinking about it, I've got a haste 2 beacon over here. So that'll let me mine things up way, way faster. And the only other thing I've got to worry about is string, because I want to make plenty of dispensers, maybe like 5 or something like that. So no spider out here is safe at all. I've more or less got every item that I need that I can think of. So I can now do nothing more than get busy building. Basically, the way it works is there's an observer here, which will detect if water gets dispensed onto this slab. So above the slab is a dispenser, and above the dispenser is an observer, and it just keeps basically repeating that over and over on each layer. It's a very simple design that works perfectly, and I'm also now on less than 2 hours. I can't believe it. The countdown is beginning. I can't wait till we get to the final hour. I've kind of perked up a little bit again. It seems to be off and on. I'm all right here. I could keep going, I feel like. I'm not doing too bad at all. Not feeling tired anymore. it's a strange old thing, this 24-hour challenge. It's like backwards and forwards. At one point, I was worried that I wasn't going to make it to the full 24 hours, and now I think it's plain sailing, but I don't know. I think the last hour could be the worst, that's for sure. I mean, yeah. It only takes a moment and the tiredness could just come back. It seems that I'm at my least tired when I've got a big project to work on. For example, right now I'm working on a mob farm. Before, I was working on getting the Nautilus shells. You know, when I've got something like that to distract me, something to focus on and yeah, work towards, I tend to just, you know, zone out and just focus on that, and I don't feel as tired. So I think that might be the key. So what exactly I'll do after this farm is complete, I have no idea, but I need to come up with something, otherwise I'll soon be drifting off again. All the layers are now done, so I just need to make a bit of a slab roof to spawn-proof everything. And the redstone on the top is just the final bits of the build. Or at least it will be once I can craft a comparator. I just have to work out where I'd put the nether quartz. There we go. That should nicely make a clock. And I can add water to every single dispenser. That's the collection system sorted, and these campfires will be very, very useful to deal damage to the mobs. Slabs around the edges also very necessary so that the mobs actually float in properly. And I think it's more or less ready. There's not much more I can do other than expand the slab roof so that the darkness is bigger to make more mobs spawn. But other than that, my gunpowder problems will pretty much be gone. I've turned it on and water should be flowing in and out as if it would push the mobs off. Yeah, it looks like it's working perfectly. And the final thing left for me to do is just build up to level 190. Now up here, I'll make a nice little platform with slabs, and I'll quickly fly down to see how the farm is going. I've just realized an area that needs spawn proofing as well. First things first, the farm is definitely working, which is good. But yeah, these walls along the edges definitely need to be spawn proof. Don't want mobs on top of them. That's job done. And under here, I have got, oh look at, the gunpowder is flowing in. That is what I'm talking about. I can offload all the stuff into different chests, and then I'll collect up all the lovely gunpowder that I need. In fact, whilst I stand up here for a minute or two, because that's all the time it'll take to get over a stack, I'm going to have my final stretch of the legs. There's only an hour and a half left on the clock, so things are looking good. I'm actually going to do it, I think, without falling asleep. Alrighty, let's see how much we've got. It's not going to be a crazy amount, but it'll be more than enough to see me to the end of this challenge and to not have to worry about gunpowder ever again, I would say. Look at that, yeah, a stack and a bit. Perfect. And now that I can see I've only got an hour and 23 left, I've got a spring in my step, guys. I've really got a spring in my step. I can see the finish line in sight, and it's just amazing. I definitely like setting up a maxed out conduit to be the next thing, but to do that, I'm going to need things like prismarine and stuff. So I'm currently flying around to find the nearest ocean monument. A task that apparently I'm not very good at completing. I must have gone in completely the wrong direction to find the monuments. I know there's loads around, just apparently not in the direction that I set off to. Instead of flying past that farm and going that way, I'm instead gonna go in that direction. This area is much more like it. There's got to be a monument knocking about somewhere. Aha, there we go. I found one. I don't think I've been to it before, so I'll probably have to deal with all the guardians, which isn't a major issue. It's just annoying that I get mining fatigue, but, you know, it's all part and parcel of going to a monument. First one defeated, same for the second, and finally the third. Now, there isn't really much I can do other than wait for the 3 minutes of mining fatigue to disappear, and I shall do that whilst waiting on this piece of land right here. And now that it's completely gone, I can mine up a bunch of prismarine bricks in order to build my conduit. I'm home sweet home again, and I think I'm going to build the conduit right in this very spot. And I'm actually trying to see if I can remember how to build one of these. It seems to be that I'm doing it correctly, but I could be... No, I think it's correct. All it requires is the actual conduit itself in the middle. And I've got it. I've fully activated one. It's certainly not often that I get one of those. And we are coming up to the final hour, and I can't believe it. It's absolutely amazing. I'm probably at my most tired now, but because I know it's the last hour, I kind of feel like I can power through, if you know what I mean. It's like almost renewed energy, even though I do feel exhausted. Now that I've got this close, I have to make it to 24 hours, okay? I can't fall short now. I can't fall asleep. I can't give up. I've got to see it through. And that means whatever it takes, starting with iron from this being turned into iron blocks. Next, I think it would be a big mistake if I did not get fully maxed out armor. I haven't yet got thorns on these boots. As you saw earlier, it was just too expensive. So I'm using the grindstone. I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to go for it. I'm going to attempt... That's not bad, but it's not good enough. Yes, I'm going to attempt to get these boots fully maxed out, and that's a brilliant start. I almost wonder if I've actually left myself enough time. I've got to get Soul Speed 3, Feather Falling 4. Thankfully, I already got Thorns 3 ready. My goodness, I'm going to have to get busy and get busy fast. This is certainly a race against time. I have got to try and remember where there's a bastion, or at the very least, I can use the entity counter to find one. Here we go. Looks unexplored. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. All I want to do is just trade with these guys. But because they're all attacking me, yeah, it is causing a few problems. Either way, it looks like bartering, but did you just shoot your teammate? What's that all about? No, just trade, all right? I'm not interested in having a fight. Soul speed 2. Okay, so good start, but not quite right. Whilst you do that, I'm going to go and search the chests just to see if it's there. And you know what? If there's ancient debris and obsidian, I can't say no. I will say no to iron, though, because we now have more than enough. We've already got 2 of those. The only way it could be better if I could get it as level 3, which I'll wait all my gold to trade for, and then if it doesn't work, I'll just take what I've got. I should still be able to max out the boots. Everything traded, nothing better than what I've already got. So instead, I'll move on to the process of getting Feather Falling 4, which realistically could be the hardest of them all, and could be the reason why everything kind of unravels. Although more importantly, I've just realized I haven't got any emeralds, so how am I even going to trade for the Feather Falling 4? I'm going to have to chop down trees. This time it's certainly an urgent matter of the tree chop. Actually, no, wait, I've got logs in a shulker box, right? Yeah, loads of stacks. Okay, I don't need to waste time. I am going to chop this tree though, because I've started and, you know, I might as well. It might still come in handy. But I need emeralds for the Feather Falling book and also the mending book. So yeah, quite a lot of logs will be required. There we go. Plenty for all these fellas. No idea where the other Fletcher has gone, but I know I do have one in here. One in here that is apparently with a kitty cat as well. And I might as well grab the mending book needed whilst I'm in town. One last lectern for one last big job. So all I've got to do is find the villager that's going to help me succeed at it. You, good sir, look like the perfect candidate to me. That's it. In you go. You won't be coming out again, though, once you go. No, don't be sheepish. You really butchered that attempt to get in, didn't you? Okay, no more of that. We're in. Oh, I did not mean to hit you. I'm so sorry. Oh, why did I do that? I was trying to mind that, okay? Now, you're going to hate me a little bit. You're going to bump your prices up, but I'm just going to have to live with it because I did smack you in the face. And you, good sir, need to give me Feather Falling 4, and you need to give it fairly soonish. 45 minutes to do it, to be precise. Should be plenty of time, theoretically, but you just never know with these villagers. And I've got the trade for 60 emeralds. It's not going to be cheap. I did punch you in the face, though, so I guess I can't deserve it. Okay, I'm just going to lock you in. Do I have any paper? I can't even lock you in. You better still have it when I get back. I'll be back with 60 emeralds before you know it. At least I hope I will. I don't actually think I have the wood for it. I'm going to have to chop down a tree as well. Oh, this is going to be tight, ladies and gentlemen. Especially considering I flew in the total opposite direction to where my Fletchers are. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm just getting lost, apparently. I don't know what's going on, guys. Because my render distance was lower, I didn't recognize it. I'm tired, guys. It's coming round, all right? I'm making stupid mistakes again. Can't find my way. If I don't get that trade, I probably won't get a chance to get it again. That's the worrying thing, which is why I kind of wanted to lock it in. But it should be fine. 60 emeralds means I need less than 2 stacks of logs to trade it, and 1 tree is going to give me that, so it should be, yeah, I should be fine. I shouldn't be worrying about a thing. Perfect. This is all for you. Okay, you haven't restocked, have you? What about you? Have you had the decency to restock? Oh, you have? Okay, I'll take it back. I was going to be horrible here. Right, that is very, very helpful, good sir. And I'll have to wait for the morning for you to do the same thing. How you doing, Sleepy? Hope you're doing well. Yep, I'm also sleepy. That's all my emeralds. Hopefully, the trade is still there. Nope, it isn't. I should have just smacked you a few other times. I don't know. Right, well, at least this time, I should have locked it in or somehow. Yeah, at least this time I know if I get the Feather Falling trade, I'll be able to afford it. But it really causes trouble now that there's only 37 minutes left. And going overtime is not an option because I will be going to sleep if I go even 1 minute over the 24 hours. Feather Falling 3. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I've got to go for Feather Falling 4. Thank goodness. I've got it again, okay? We're getting on the home straight and I did not want to run out of time. So I'm going to start doing some combining. Oh, but the fact that I've got to put those two together is the worst. I'm going to put that on last, I think. It's probably all going to be fine looking at it, but I do need to go to the XP farm. I mean, worst case, if I get it wrong, I'll just have to buy the books again, which means getting more emeralds. So I can do that in the time that I've got left. So I'm fairly confident I can have fully maxed out armor, but we'll have to see. I'm pretty good at finding ways to mess things up, especially when I've been awake all night and all day. It feels like it feels like it's really late, even though it's not. All right, XP, you're just what I need. So I'll first do that, and then for that, only need 20 levels. Perfect. Should not take me long to get all of those. There we go. Fully maxed out armor. Didn't expect to do that, but I think I've achieved a lot more than I thought I was going to, really. Didn't quite max out all my tools, especially since I randomly lost the sword, which is a bit of a shame. But I will, at the very least, turn this backup sword to Netherite, since I do have spare ancient debris. I'm just going to need to mine up some gold to go with it. 36 was needed to be precise. I got way more. I forgot how good fortune is on the gold nuggets. There we go. And there we go. Netherite sword, so at least I've got full Netherite tools. Yeah, still sad that I lost that other one randomly, but Things are looking good. There's only 20 minutes left. I can't believe I've done it. I can't believe it doesn't feel like I've been playing for 24 hours, really. I can't explain it. I feel like I've been playing for ages, but then it's come really fast at the end as well. But I'm so tired, and I can't believe I'm going to make it, and I can't wait. Less than 20 minutes. It's amazing. And you know what? There's only one way this can end. I'm going to go and take on the Warden. Yes, I'm going to go and battle the Warden on 0 hours of sleep and 24 hours straight of Minecraft. 2 notch apples, 5 golden apples, hand-to-hand combat. I mean, seriously, what could possibly go wrong? I can think of a few things. But anyway, let me try and track down the place that they'll be. Couple of Stony Peaks Mountain. They're always good for finding deep dark below. So I'll waste no time in heading straight down. It's here. Perfect. There is deep dark down here. And I'm setting off the Shriekers. All right. I wasn't intended to do it that early. You know, just give me a bit of time. I'll mine this up whilst that's doing that, I suppose. I'm more curious to see if there's an ancient city down here or if it's only deep dark. There is an ancient city, isn't there? Okay, well, with that information, I think I should loot it first and then take on the Warden. Although looting it is going to require wool. That's just a safety precaution. I've got 36 there. Did I really leave my treasure shulker box up at the top? So I can't get any more shears. All right, so 36 wool is what I've got. That doesn't make my life any easier. If I want more, I've got to manually mine it by hand. All right, this should be enough. Just set off another Shrieker by mistake, so I might as well open chests as quick as I can. Alrighty, I've done this bit. I think I was a lot better at not setting things off first time round, wasn't I? Get the feeling a couple more... I was going to say a couple more notch apples could make the difference against the Warden. I've already got 2. Even if it was to spawn in right now, I'm pretty confident I could handle it. Well, under normal circumstances, I'm confident I can handle it. Maybe not after no sleep. We'll see. I get the feeling like this might attract the Shriekers, but we'll see. Yep, I knew it. Okay, and it was rubbish. Let's just keep moving round. Next activation and the Warden will spawn, but don't you worry. I'll be ready for it. I just set it off as well. All right, Warden. Here we go. The chest plate's going on. The sword's out. I've got my apples. Bring it on. The only issue is my sword is rubbish, but you can smell me, eh? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Take it on. Bring it on. I got no bow, so... Oh, man, that does do a bit of damage. I'm just going to take the first apple. Right, where you at? All right. The melee's not too bad. I can take that. The sonic boom isn't so good. I tell you what, 1v1 the Warden. I just need to not get trapped in a corner like that. I hope 4 apples is going to be enough because they have some serious health. Sorry. Tell you what though, this is working. Out strafing him. Out moving him. Okay, he's getting angry. Let me just gapple up. There we go. That should be fine. I think. I'm regenning. A notch apple might be needed. I've still got my totem. Okay, this is fine. I've done this before. I can do it again, but I had way more notch apples that time. Eat up, SB. Okay, got that just in the nick of time because I did not want my totem to get used up. That's a last resort. But I should be strafing him a bit more. Come on, that's it. Knock him out like that. That's it. Got him! All right, Warden. Is that all you got? Oh, I've got 10 minutes to spare. Defeated the Warden. There's nothing SB737 can't do. I'm not even scared about activating them now. Spawn them in. Spawn them all in. I don't care one little bit. Probably should care a little bit because they are kind of dangerous, but well, what's the worst that could happen? When you defeat one, it basically makes you think you can defeat them all. I think I'm going to fly away from this guy though because he does seem a little bit angry. Can't really see where I'm going, but oh, look at that. Straight through the gap and straight to the other side. Does the Warden even know? If he comes near me, I'm taking him on. There he is. He's got absolutely no clue. And on that victorious moment, I think I'm going to get out of it. There's no point hanging about, is there? I've been successful. I have got to be a little bit careful that I don't get stuck in the walls with a Warden right there. Because he's going to know where I am. And if he starts sonic booming me while I'm in the wall, I could be in a little bit of trouble. Just got to make sure I'm more than 20 blocks away. I think at this point I'm safe. I'm high enough. Oh, maybe not. I'm getting attacked. Better get a little bit higher. Make sure I'm well out of the way. And I think I've done it. I think I'm safe as houses now. There's just 6 minutes left on this 24-hour challenge. Honestly, I'm so happy that it's nearly done. I really am. I don't know if I'll do this again. If you guys enjoy it, I will. Otherwise, I ain't never doing this ever again. Less than 5 minutes to remain. You know, it's amazing what you can achieve if you stay up all night playing Minecraft. I've made so much progress. And I can't believe I'm going to do it. Under 1 minute left. I'm just soaking up the moment. I have survived 24 hours straight of Minecraft. It didn't kill me in real life. I can't believe I didn't fall asleep and I managed to do it. 10 seconds to go. What a wild ride, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I've just survived Minecraft for 24 hours. And just look at... Can you see the time from there? Look at that. You can't even see my fingers in the way. There you go. 24 hours. Done.